one night you both are going to sleep, and as you sleep, you start to dream. And it just kind of like, there's that fadeaway moment where you just kind of feel your consciousness almost seem to float out of your body. And as you're floating, you can kind of watch yourselves, your adventuring party, just kind of getting smaller and smaller as you float up and up and up, just constantly rising up towards the stars. Suddenly, there's a bright white flash of light, blinding you for a moment, and as you're blinking, clearing away your eyes, you come to realize you're standing in this metal room. Just large amounts of metal all around. And as you start kind of noticing, looking around, you notice that on one side of the room, there's these elevated stands and benches where all sorts of creatures are cheering and looking and staring down into the lower elevated platform that you guys are kind of on. So, and as you continue to notice, you realize you guys are standing in the middle of some kind of like a stadium looking thing. So you're in a metal box, and all four walls are surrounded with people in stands watching you.
Oh dear.
You also notice that in the middle of this this area that you're in, there's a raised platform. And on that raised platform, all of a sudden, bright lights shine down. And you notice a figure floating down from the middle of the sky. This figure is completely black-skinned, has black wings out of his back, 2 horns on the top of his head, ruby red eyes, and just a smile that shows a little hint of fangs. You also notice that this figure is clothed as if he were a circus ringleader.
Oh dear.
He's got a top hat and everything. He's carrying a staff. And as he kind of sets foot and sets down on the ground, he just beckons out to the crowd. And in a booming voice that's magically enhanced, you hear in your heads, "Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the glorious show known as Dungeon Quest." And at this point, you guys notice that you two are standing next to each other. And you also see 3 other pairs of 2 individuals standing on each side of the raised platform.
Oh gosh.
So that's kind of where we'll go ahead and we'll introduce what both of your characters look like and what you kind of just notice in this first grand little opening.
So do we still have all of our equipment and
Yeah.
everything?
Everything that you had, still all the same. Just now you're not with your normal adventuring party, but with a random stranger you've never met before.
Okay. Well,
Woo! I've been
good?
attacked by the mic.
You weren't supposed to figure out the first trap so easily. It was supposed to take you at least a minute.
Hold on. What is happening?
I
Oh, there
never thought you guys would guess that I had an invisible spectral
Spectral trap that would make the
microphone.
real life microphones fall down. Hello.
Sorry, you good?
I think I'm good.
That's not the first time they've fallen. That's one reason why I got the tabletop.
Oh, I see.
Was so because they
It's
were
a little bit more stable.
they were actually pinching the plastic cable and causing it that they wouldn't stay on. So this way they should stay on a lot better.
Yeah, that's nice.
But yeah, that one might just not be tight enough. Okay. Well, so I am Gleph Glordo. I'm a human wizard. I carry a staff and my trusty spell book close by. I wear these deep navy blue cloaks and regular common clothes. In terms of my backstory, I have none. In fact, I mean, I regularly forget stuff, and if you're keen-eyed enough, you'll actually see his name tattooed on the inside of his forearm, so that he doesn't forget his name. You could say that he has short-term memory loss, but he always does have a singular address that he always remembers. No idea why or where it goes, but he always has a singular address. And that's, he assumes that he'll probably figure some more stuff about himself out if he goes to that address.
Very fun. My name is Prince Neander of the land of Neandra.
Prince Neander. All right.
I may or may not have stolen that from you from yesterday.
Just last night. I came up with... Okay, got it. Good, let's do it. I'm ready.
He is the prince of the land of Neandra, and he is a very haughty noble who was very bored of dealing with the woeful problems of the common folk and decided to go on an adventuring party for additional riches and fame. And that's pretty much it. He is a coward, but he's very good at stealing things because he's an absolute kleptomaniac. And he definitely should not be here, but here he is anyway.
Fair enough. So as you two kind of notice each other for the first time, you also kind of start recognizing that this creature is still speaking. And he's announcing to the crowd, you all have paid for this opportunity to watch some of the finest gladiatorial combat this realm has ever seen.
My character is drinking in all the cheers in the crowd, and then until he says gladiatorial combat, and his face just goes pale.
Gleph hears that, and he's like, oh, I must be a really good gladiator then to be here. And you kind of hear him say that under his breath. What's your character's name?
Prince Neander.
Prince Neander.
Does he have a first name? I'll never tell.
And so, kind of as the creature goes on in his deep booming voice, he explains the rules of the game, which are kind of as entails. In this game, there are 4 teams that are competing to finish a series of dungeon quests the quickest. You won't be fighting each other, but everyone will be split into their own areas. Each of the areas, because of how the magic works, they're all basically the same. So you can assume that whatever you're facing, the other teams are having to face as well. And to make it more interesting and more fair, there are opportunities for you to find points where you can rest and recover and things of such nature. So it's not meant to necessarily kill you all right away, but there's definitely still that hidden undertone of most likely most of the teams won't finish. Usually it's not whoever does it the quickest, it's whoever survives and finishes wins, and usually it's only like one team that survives out of the 4. So you kind of get the sense that like most people are just here to watch you guys die.
Oh, good.
And they're kind of, all for it. And you also notice in the crowd there are a lot of these like just more exotic looking creatures, more bloodthirsty creatures. Like, you notice a lot of orcs, a lot of demons, things that aren't necessarily what you would have expected from a normal crowd from where you're from.
And they're all in the audience?
Yeah, they're all in the audience.
Of course they are.
So you kind of get the sense that this is something for a different plane or a different realm that you guys don't currently really have much of an understanding of. But here you are sucked away to this realm, and here you are in a metal box, unable to move. Or not unable to move, but unable to see any exit or go anywhere at the current moment.
Oh, good. Well, who is my great partner here that I'm paired with?
Well, I must be the mighty rolls up his sleeve, looks at his arm. Glef Glordo. Puts his sleeve back.
Oh dear.
I'll have you know that I am a great gladiator, as what's his name said.
Yes, and I am the prince of a neighboring kingdom, and I'll have you respect my name.
Certainly, and I hand him a gold coin.
He pockets it immediately and goes, thank you.
Okay. As you guys are speaking amongst yourselves, you notice that now the man is just kind of announcing the names of the other 3 adventuring parties and like their team names. And then he kind of walks over to your side of the stage and kind of like in a quiet, like still the deep voice, but just quietly, he comes up to you guys and says, okay, what's your guys' name? Come on, let's go.
The Mighty Glef.
The Mighty Glef? That's your that's your party name?
The
Okay.
Neander Knights.
Yes, the Neander Knights, because we are with royalty.
The Mighty Knights! And he kind of
Sure.
just like takes off and goes with it because you guys are both saying stuff at the same time. So it's just like, right, the Mighty Knights are now ready to enter into the fray as well.
Well, I guess that's fine.
He points upward and you see this giant, just magical illusion pop into the sky. It's just a giant red number 10. And as you look, it changes to a 9, then an 8, then a 7.
The anticipation.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As soon as the 1 disappears, the floor below you begins to just slowly lower itself down. You all start lowering, and as you lower, you realize that you're now separated by like thick steel walls. So you guys lower into your own chamber, and you can't see the other teams anymore. So inside this first chamber, you notice there is a black obelisk in the middle of the room. Nothing else, just this black obelisk. So what do you guys do?
Is there anything in the obelisk?
No, but there is some... Oh, actually, I'm going to have you make a perception check.
Okay.
Well, my learned friend, what do you seem to see?
Well, allow me to look, and I will have you know that's a
The
natural
nat
20.
What
Plus
a
a 5.
start to the game, man.
That's a great thing to waste your time, to waste your
You've seen
your
me
natural
roll.
20s on.
You have seen me roll. I don't know what you want from me. So 25 in total.
Basically, all you had to do is not roll a nat 1, and you would have figured out that all this is this has writing on it. And the writing just says, little bit of faith, little bit of magic will show you the way.
I yell a
And
phrase.
you also kind of notice that it's
Okay.
the phrasing is done in common, but also other languages. So basically, any language that you guys know, you can read the phrasing in, and you kind of gather that the rest of the phrasings are different languages for anyone who doesn't speak like common or just normal language.
Well, I appreciate that they that they respect
They were
the higher
inclusive.
the higher languages in these courts. Well, what do you make of this?
I mean, I could tell you that the person that etched it was left-handed. I mean, I'm just that perceptive of what's
Very
going on.
true. And you do notice it is
like, why does that matter?
left-handed.
I don't know. Perhaps it does. We will need to find out.
Well, shoot. Do you know magic? What is your thing?
Of course I know magic. I am a great gladiator.
Do gladiators know magic?
Obviously, because I am a gladiator and I do know magic.
Not
and
gladiators, where I'm from.
I cast Gust to just kind of whip both of our cloaks around.
So
It's a cantrip.
as soon as you cast Gust, you start whipping your cloaks around. Then all of a sudden the magic kind of gets sucked into the obelisk. The obelisk starts to glow. And as it glows, it kind of just sinks into the floor. And as you guys are kind of just sitting there, like at first you're like, wait, what? What happened? When you turn around, you notice the walls have opened up. And there's now this giant, just like rocky, cavernous path that you can only see so far. So like even with one, it just kind of starts becoming dark as you go further on. Mm-hmm. And two, you just can't.
Say
you
it.
can't.
I don't say it.
Say
Yet.
it.
I'm not saying it
Okay.
yet.
I'm pretty sure that the rule is just anytime darkness is mentioned. But keep going. Sorry.
Not yet. We're waiting for it.
But yeah, so you can't tell what it leads to, but you can tell that there is a path that leads into the darkness.
Well,
Do you believe me now that I'm a great gladiator?
well,
Ooh, okay. Also,
Perhaps.
one other thing, because this I totally forgot to mention. Everyone is looking for a treasure gem called the Ruby of the Sea. Ooh. So that is kind of your goal, is to find the Ruby of the Sea. And that is, I forgot to mention that as a part of the rules, but that's what you guys are looking for.
Okay.
And that's what your goal is. Survive and find the Ruby of the Sea.
Well, that was a little bit of magic. Do you have a little bit of faith as well?
I believe that's probably where you come in. I don't think gladiators are supposed to have faith.
Sure.
I have no idea.
I do the only thing he can think of and speaks in Celestial. Oh, great Midas, do shower us with your blessing.
Oh, that's right. You're a cleric.
No, I'm a rogue, but I
Oh,
speak
you're a rogue.
Celestial because I took High Elf.
Go ahead and make a charisma check.
Oh, great. Nat 20!
Alright.
What is going on? We've rolled twice! What in the
So-
world?
We're screwed.
You're sitting
going to
there
die.
for a good solid 30 seconds before you realize that nothing has happened. And instead of waiting longer and taking longer to figure out that nothing has happened because of the nat 20, you realize really quickly that saying something didn't seem to do anything. But you can still tell that there is a path going straight down into somewhere.
Well,
You must be a religious man.
I am. And
Well then,
and
perhaps...
and the spirits are telling me to just go down the path.
All right. Well, I will follow you.
Very well. I go into the cave. And I have dark vision.
Right. So as you guys walk,
I do not.
you do notice eventually you start seeing some lights and some torches in this
cool.
pathway. So as you're going, it just kind of keeps leading, kind of starts angling downwards, and eventually it opens up and you start seeing this just like brightly lit, kind of just sunny day outside. And you start noticing as you're walking towards that entrance that you guys are now in this just, you don't know how big, but this forest just full of pine trees as far as the eye can see. And so you're kind of just here. And you do kind of notice that the path seems to kind of continue to just kind of weave through the forest. But you can't tell how big of a forest this is. So what would you guys like to do here?
This reminds me of the hunt, and I pull out my crossbow, and I'm just like, I'm ready, let's go.
Well, can I look around for any tracks of previous people that have been here before, and if they seem to take a common route?
Go ahead and make a perception check. And I swear if you roll another natural 20, I'm going to throw something.
How about and just hear me out. How about
Hear me out.
a natural one?
Okay, that sounds
That's
better.
a 7, not a 1. Wait, is that a 1? Hold on.
Oh, it's a 7.
Okay, we're
Never
good.
mind.
That would have been funny, though.
It's a 7.
Make it a 1 just for comedy.
7 plus 5. I'm going to get ones. Okay, it'll be all right. So 7 plus 5 for a 12.
So you do notice that, yeah, it seems like there's footprints that kind of go a little bit all over. most of the footprints do go down the path, but you do notice, like, just straight away that there's some pieces of cloth that have kind of been ripped on bushes, and just kind of like a couple of footsteps that lead off of the path towards towards like other parts of the forest. But for the most part, the majority of the footprints you're seeing follow the path.
Okay.
Well, do you tell me that, or do you keep it to yourself?
Yeah, I tell
Okay.
him that.
It's like, well, can I roll like investigation to see if I can figure out like why, like if it was like normal walking or if it's like they were running from something?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Wow, another 7. I'm just copying your rolls today.
Can we stop
Listen.
with this?
Investigation plus 4, 11.
It's kind of hard to tell if they were running from something. You'd have to know the creatures. You'd have to know what made the footprints to know if their strides were elongated or not. So all you can really tell is you can kind of confirm they all seem to mainly go in one direction. And you don't see anything like there's. You're not sure.
Okay, makes sense. Well, how do you feel about going with everyone, or do you want to take the road less traveled?
What do you think?
Well, might as well just follow the road and see where we're being taken, huh?
I agree. Let's go.
All right, guess we just follow the road, though I would like to do so off the side of the path, hidden amongst the trees if possible.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
That is a 26. Wait. 28, sorry.
What did you roll?
19.
Sheesh.
I took expertise in stealth.
The rogue
You-
taking expertise in stealth?
You
Ye gats.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not a surprise. But yeah, okay, you feel pretty confident nothing can see you.
Yeah, I just look at you and say, I'll still be here. Don't worry. Bye. And then I just walk into the trees.
Fetcher say what?
That's a fair point. Clef, you don't see him anymore. He just disappeared on you. So yeah.
I'll still be around.
Hey, Prince.
I am
Sire.
now I am following you, but you just don't know it.
Prince. Sire, where are you?
So as you guys are kind of just as you move down the path, I want you guys to go ahead and make a perception check for me.
16.
Ah, there it is.
There it is.
Natural 1. Plus a
okay.
5 if you really care, but...
Well, Clef, you definitely don't see or notice anything.
I am very bored and reading out of my book. Out of my spell book.
Very nice.
Studying spells.
On the other hand, though, Prince, I'm forgetting the second part of it. I'm going to call him Prince
Neander.
Neander.
Like
Prince
Neanderthal.
Neander. Okay. Prince Neander, you do notice that a couple of shadows seem to pass by just barely out of the corner of your eye. You don't notice what they are, but you can tell that there's definitely other creatures in this forest than just the two of you.
Oh, good. Well, I don't want to give away my position, but I also want to tell him to move faster.
I'm just sauntering along reading out of my book.
I'm like, how can I get some spring in his step? Let me see here. Hold on, I think I do have a skill for this. Let's see here. Oh no, it's a different one. Dang it. Oh well. Well.
No, I do also want to ask, can I borrow a pen?
Pen or pencil? Because that's a pencil.
Pencil will work, actually.
Okay.
What are your guys' HP totals, just out of curiosity?
Oh, that's good to know.
I actually do want to keep track of that.
30.
Where do I see
I think if you
27.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's up at the top.
Okay.
That's not a lot.
The wizard has.
I'm used to
more-
playing a Goliath. I'm like,
And the wizard, I have my hit die is a D6.
Isn't mine a D8?
It should be.
Okay.
But I also have a high constitution. I have a 17 constitution, so I get +3 to everything.
I'm pretty sure my constitution is a +1.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Anyway. Well, I look at his feet, because I'm just spying on him, and I'm just going to make a small amount of sparks at his feet for prestidigitation to hopefully tell him to go faster. Do you get the message? Let's see.
Do we go off of my first perception check, or do I roll another one, or do you go off my passive perception?
I want you to roll an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah, this
or...
is to see if you can figure out that he's trying to send you a message. Because you can see the sparks.
15 plus 4 for a 19.
I will say you get he's trying to tell you something, but you are unsure of what it is that he's trying to tell you.
I cast prestidigitation again, and I keep blowing a small gust of wind on his back.
All right, with that, I think you'll be able to kind of pick up the message that he wants you to move faster.
Okay. Fine, I suppose.
I will have you now go ahead and make a stealth check as well.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not technically trying to be stealthy, though. Like, technically.
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 20.
You're kidding! You're kidding!
I kind of like these dice a little bit.
Your guys need to chill.
2 nat 20s and a nat 1, so I mean, right now we're kind of neck and neck.
Weighted dice? Question mark?
They're $50 sets of dice. I would hope that they do
something.
something.
One of those. You might have to buy me one of those. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So
I disappear from the prince.
Like, wait, where did he go?
Something. I'm like, maybe he's trying to tell me we should keep going, but perhaps he's also telling me to stay hidden. So I jump into the left side bushes and
Which is
attempt to hide.
which honestly is like right in front of me, and then I see you jump into the bush, and then you're just gone. And I'm like, oh
were you
no.
on the left side? I thought you were on the right. Okay.
So basically, you guys seem to determine that whatever was potentially following you, because you were able to go quick enough and surprisingly quiet enough, you don't have to deal with anymore.
Oh.
But as you continue to go along, you kind of notice that this forest is starting to kind of open into more of like a ravine type area where towards the ravine it starts to get more swampy. You start noticing like there's more water and grass and things like that, and it just kind of seems like there's a lot more of a humidity in the air. And as you look down over the swamp, the ravine, you kind of notice that it's this massive swamp. And in the middle of it, because I'm really good at continuing to forget part of why you guys, like, what you guys have to do.
Fair.
There is a door that you need to unlock by gathering 3 keys from different areas of this dungeon you're in.
Okay.
I like to think that this is just Gleph's memory coming and going, and he's
Sure.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, keys.
And then me, who wasn't paying attention at all, was just like, yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, that's definitely what we're doing.
And I'm like, but why do we need the keys? Because there's a door. Why do we need a door? There's a ruby.
There is a ruby. He knows the ruby. The ruby's caught his attention.
And so you kind of notice in the middle of, like, this swampy ravine area, you do notice, like, what seems to be a bit of a raised pedestal made out of that same metallic material you were first trapped in. And, you know, that's all you notice as you come out to the edge of this ravine and this cliff. So what would you guys like to do from here? And I guess also in the background you see a waterfall kind of just, like, flowing down from somewhere else. So
kind of like. Just well, I suppose we probably need to find each other because we have both just disappeared from each other's vision.
I mean, so we know that the shadow people aren't following us anymore, right?
Shadow people.
Probably shadow, or just shadows in general. I kind of assume.
you
I
know-
assumed the race. Sorry.
You don't know what it was, but you do. You've kind of gathered that whatever was following you, lost you.
Okay. I come out of the bushes and go, Gelp! Where are you?
It's checks his sleeve again. It's Gleph.
Yes, good to meet you, Gelp. Let's go. Where the heck did you go? How did you do that?
Where did you go? What do you mean? What did I do?
I went exactly where I told you. I was around.
I went into the bushes just like you.
Well, we have to find a key and or a door and or there's a metal thing, and that probably means there's other people here as well.
To the pedestal.
Probably. Because it's the same pedestal we went up, right?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Okay.
And
let's
we
go
go.
to the pedestal.
So we come to the edge of the swamp. How far away is the pedestal from?
Go ahead. I'll have you make a perception. No, a survival check.
To see the distance.
Ooh! Nat 1. I'm clearly not suited for swampy environments.
Hey, 8 plus 3 for an 11.
I got my foot stuck in some mud, and I'm like, ugh!
Yeah, you have no clue how long it's gonna take you. Gleph, you would surmise it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 4 hours.
Oh wait, to track there? To trek to the pedestal? Oh, I was thinking that it was like, 30, 60 feet away. Like, no, like...
No.
So like this, like we're sitting here making binoculars out of our hands to see it.
Kind of, yeah. Like, it's big enough you can tell it's there. And it's kind of like one of those things where that same kind of lighting that first hit the creature who told you all of this in the first place kind of has that same thing where it's like, this is something important. But you guys, as you get closer and closer to the swamp, because you've kind of traveled down the ravine's path, you realize that this swamp, while it may have looked small from up high, when you get down close, you realize, oh, this is a swamp. It's
a swamp.
So you realize it's going to take you a little bit longer than you thought. And, you probably also surmise that there are more creatures around you than what you are currently seeing, if that makes sense.
So we are sensing other creatures. Are you getting that instinct as well?
I'm
As he's,
trying
like,
to.
pulling his-
I'm pulling my leg out and trying to wipe mud off. Sorry, what? The swamp is disgusting.
Kind of just at this time, this giant dragonfly just flies straight into your face and just kind of splats across your face. Just for flavor, it doesn't do anything, but you just got hit by an insect.
This place is disgusting. How can we get out of here?
Feels like the only
Let's get back through the shadowy woods. That's probably fine, right?
My instincts tell me that the only way out is through.
Very well. How do we get out of here? Where are we going?
Through.
Lead the way, then.
Okay, so I guess we start tracking through the... I'm also going to cast Fog Cloud to kind of... Although I guess I can't move it, can I? Hold on, let me look. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind or moderate greater speed, 10 miles or more, 10 mph or more, disperses it. Okay, yeah, so I can't move it, so never mind. That's not helpful. I was going to try and mask us as we moved, but that's not.
It's a good idea, though.
It'll be a good idea
Do I
later.
have smoke bombs? Probably not. But that would be a good idea.
There's no... All the creatures around. Wait a second.
Oh,
That cloud looked a little funny.
that's a
Say
funny
for
looking
some of the
cloud.
creatures, that might just be more of a, oh, hey, there is someone here.
Exactly. Okay, well then I guess we start trekking through the mud, keeping aware of what's going on around us.
Okay, go ahead and make another survival check.
These dice are being retired, then closing this box. That is a 3.
I also got a 3, but my third nat 20.
You're...
I like these
Weighted
dice.
Weighted dice?
Listen, I'm shaking it up a lot so that it's not like the, glitter in the bottom is weighing it down.
You hit like 7 or 8 of those. I might have you change
dice.
We're gonna have you change dice just.
See, I shake it up so the glitter does that. Like I shake that up every time so that
that's
it.
fair. We'll see how it goes. I'm just warning you now that out of like
7.
5 rolls you've had, 3 of them have been natural 20s.
Yep.
I'm not sure I trust that just yet.
I got
We'll
a 4
see.
survival check, which is honestly very in character.
Yeah. So once
I
again,
step in another mud.
you're still more preoccupied with the fact that you basically lost both of your shoes now,
Those were nice shoes.
and you're
50
now
gold
going
each!
to just have to deal with that kind of
Paid $100.
Barefoot.
Of course.
well, Clef, at least you can help him get through most of the mud pits with relative ease. And you kind of start pointing out that, oh, look, there's a couple of creatures that have made these tracks here. We should probably follow them because it'll just make it a little easier for us to get through. And you're keeping an eye out to make sure you don't run into said creatures. So you guys make pretty good time. And, originally what probably would have been like a 2-3 hour journey, at about an hour and a half, you start getting to where the raised section of that pedestal is. And you kind of notice that the raised section is on like this transparent glass. And then it kind of leads up to steps, which leads up to the pedestal. But I want you
Finally,
guys to go
civilization
ahead
get me out of the swamp.
and make a perception check. Actually, not you, because
Failed.
you're at the point where you're too distracted with everything else going on. But Clef, you can go ahead and make the perception check.
My character was an absolute menace and just complaining the whole time to the annoyance of everyone around him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've forgotten about it. Okay, that is an 8 plus 5 for a 13.
Yeah. You don't see anything at the moment that looks weird to you. You just notice the pedestal, and there is a shiny gold key, and in the the key's pretty big. It looks a little more like a ceremonial key than an actual key. Like you assume you probably wouldn't ever want to use this big of a key for anything. Either that or else this door is huge, like massive, giant-sized door, because the key's probably a good 2 feet. Like, it's huge. And in the middle of that key is this just gleaming green gem. So it's kind of like, if you know what the boss key in Legend of Zelda looks like,
Got it. Yep.
it's like
Instant
that,
image.
but
Instant image.
green.
Got it. Instantly recognized.
You said the boss key?
Of like
From
Legend
Legend
of
of
Zelda.
Zelda.
Try Ocarina of Time. That's a good one
Yep,
for it.
that one's a good one. Well, I think I have an idea of what's going to go wrong, but my character certainly doesn't.
How far away is the key, roughly?
Right now, you would guess it's about 100 feet.
Okay. And we are currently still not on the steps or anything yet?
No, you're at the edge of the like circular platform that holds the key. The steps are about not that far. Like the steps are pretty quick to it, so you'd assume like you'd have to cover about 80 feet of this transparent glass, and then it's about 20 feet up the steps to the key.
I'm gonna go up the steps, and I'm going to, before I get to the glass, I'm gonna take my staff. I'm gonna tap it pretty hard onto the glass, just to kind of make sure that, like, it's not gonna collapse under me or something.
It doesn't collapse, but you do notice that when you tap it, just these wavy, weird swirls, kind of like a ripple of water, just wash through the rest of the glass. It actually looks kind of cool. Like it honestly just makes it look kind of beautiful. Ooh. And you then notice like every step you take, everything you do kind of like has that same effect. Like it's kind of just like more like a ooh, we're showing off right now type of
we're showing
type
off.
of a feel.
My character doesn't trust anything. Is this a dome?
No.
What's the room like? Is there a ceiling to it, or is it just blank?
When you look around, go ahead and make another perception check.
Oh, that's a 9 plus 3, 12.
So you notice that it, like, for what you guys have done and how, like, you keep going down, this room seems way more massive than you would think. Like, it looks like you're in a sunny forest, kind of just, like, back where you were from or something like that. Like you don't know, like, it looks just massive. You notice, like, in the far distance, there's another, like, mountain range with a giant looking volcano kind of, like, rising out of it. And it just kind of seems like it goes on, like, you can't really say, like,
Okay,
oh,
so it's like another like little biome thing.
type of a thing, yeah.
Got it. Well, do you think of anything suspicious, Magic Man, of the waves on the floor?
Not yet.
Then I see no problem in this. Let's go grab the key. And I recklessly go towards the key.
I'm going to go and tell him about 30 feet away from the key. I'm going to cast Mage Hand and pick up the key.
Okay.
I'm about 30 feet away, and then I see him doing that. I'm like, come on, man. That was... You know what? Fine. Do it. Do your thing.
So you pick up the key. And give me a second here.
Do you want to look up Mage Hand?
No, it's not Mage Hand.
Okay.
Although I will say for this, I will say the key probably doesn't weigh enough, so yeah, your Mage Hand could do it.
Okay.
I'm not going to make the key actual, like, metal, because that'd be like a 50-pound key if it's 2 feet, and I don't think Mage Hand can hold that much.
Or maybe it's
No,
like
it's a 10-pound. It has a 10-pound
Probably
limit.
wooden
For
gilded.
this, because of part of the game, like, there are some magical leniencies. It's like the key doesn't weigh what it should, even though it's ginormous.
Fair.
Okay.
So you do get to
Just
move
this
it.
big cardboard key.
It's a cardboard key gilded, so it looks really nice, but then you grab it and it's like flimsy.
Yeah, pretty much. I will apologize. I might be jumping around in my phone a lot, so you might have to give me a minute.
You're good.
We both of us have DM'd. We know how it be. Don't worry.
So apparently, just because I'm sitting here messing around in D&D Beyond, apparently they have what they call the Underdark mode. So it's just dark mode.
Whoa! Good branding, guys. Good branding.
Yeah, but like, so I mean, I have found a dark mode.
Dark mode. Obligatory dark mode.
Okay.
Um,
There's one specific thing I'm looking for. All right.
Can you hear chewing, by the way?
Not really, no.
Okay, go.
it's never stopped you in the past.
You're not wrong.
Gorgeous.
I'm trying to be more mindful of the mic.
It's
Okay, all right.
For us, it's way quieter than I expected it to be. I need to turn up these headphones because in it's a lot louder. And I mean, you've worn both.
Yeah.
It's a lot louder in the DM set.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I kind of did on purpose because as the audio person, I want to hear everything that I can.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I will make sure to turn those up.
So, as you grab the key, I need both of you guys to go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Dexterity check?
No,
saving
dexterity
throw?
saving throw, sorry.
Fetch.
17.
Okay. You succeed.
11?
You do not.
Uh-oh.
That was nice knowing you
Gelp,
guys.
no!
At least I think I knew you. Maybe not.
I will forever remember your sacrifice to the great kingdom.
He's already going through my pockets. Even though we're 20 feet away, 30
Yeah.
feet away.
The entire platform
Son of a gun.
becomes a poisonous cloud,
Of course it does.
and you take 11 points of poison damage.
Fetch.
You take half of that, which
5.
is 5, rounded down.
Oof, ouch, my bones.
And I will say, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no,
now,
don't be
Clef.
poisoned. No, 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 no.
17 plus 3 for a dirty 20.
All right, so yeah, you're not poisoned.
Thank heavens.
Thankfully.
Okay, I cast Gust around us continuously to try and give ourselves a clean pocket of air.
Okay. I'll have you go ahead and just roll a spell attack.
See if it actually works? Okay.
Yeah.
17 plus 6 for 23.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're fine. You are able to use the gust continually to clear enough of an air that the rest of like the time you're on this platform, you don't take more damage.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Cantrips for the win. So we
you-
just start going as the mage hand is just following behind
Just
us.
following. Like, very good, Gelp. Very good.
Glyph! Screw it.
As you guys start
We'll go through
moving
character arc,
away
I
from the
swear.
platform, though, you do notice that there are just two figures coming out of the brushes nearby. As you start getting closer, you notice that these figures kind of look serpentine-ish. They've got kind of long heads, long necks. Their necks kind of like just move in unnatural ways. They've got scaly skin. And you see them, they're kind of both, they're covered in just these like simple fur armors. Each of them are carrying a spear in their hands. And they are just kind of honed in on your guys' position. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of draw out a bit of a map here.
Okay. You got the pens back there.
So they look like aggressive, right?
Yeah. They're like both of their spears are coming towards you guys.
Do I recognize them from the group of people that we started with?
No, you do not. None of the people that you guys were with had scales.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So that's kind of the big thing for you. It's going to be a pretty simple-ish map. I'm not good with these, so I apologize in advance.
That's okay.
Alright, so we're going to say this is kind of the end of the platform that you guys were going on. And as you're coming out, you came from this direction and you're kind of coming this way towards where you think the
Character
exit
token.
will be. There's just kind of this, actually here. There's just kind of this like 20-foot wide path basically. That's just kind of coming out of here.
We're probably somewhere around there then.
Yeah. And like there's just like a tree line basically, just kind of like down this path, just kind of all randomly throughout. And just right out of like this little brush area where there's these bushes that just kind of run through some of these trees. You're gonna notice, can I just get a bad guy 1 and 2, or where are those tokens at?
Got those tokens?
They should be in the... It's behind... There's a box to your left. Yeah, so it's behind that. Nope.
Your left.
Sorry. Yeah, well, behind there.
There we go.
If you just...
What?
There should be a 1 and 2 in there. If it's not empty.
We could do yellow and green.
Sure.
Once again, I do hate having to jump around in these. I wish I could like pull up tabs on this app and like have tabs just like where I want
True.
stuff.
True.
Okay.
Okay.
So actually, and get me I'm gonna need one more bad guy token.
Please be careful.
I'll try.
I'd much rather you not die.
There you go.
Maybe that because I have the
Navy blue.
yeah,
So
and I don't have
notice
the D4 for whatever reason.
these two.
Wait, who now? What now?
So these two have come out of the brush, and these are two lizard-looking like people that are Do either of you understand Draconic?
Yes.
Draconic. Oh, you
course
just
you
understand Draconic. Let's go. Let's
Well, then
go.
you can understand that you hear them kind of hissing towards one another. Get them, like, kill them, charge type of a deal. Basically, these two are coming for you, and now you've confirmed that fact.
Are they here for friend? Are they? Can we make them friends? You think?
Considering the fact that they didn't have any discussion about as soon as they saw us, I believe they intend to kill.
Oh, do they?
I'm finally getting back into the
fine.
actual thing.
Very well.
Well, I...
Okay, one more second. Sorry, I've got to grab a couple more dice here.
Oh.
Oh.
Hear that. That one.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go ahead and we'll have everyone roll initiative here.
Yes, sir.
I now need to remember how to do that for monsters.
It's just their decks.
Okay.
14.
18.
Right, so Clef.
Gleph. It's a G.
Clef.
The
I'm
G.
sorry, I'm going to forget that.
It's my character saying that he's purposely calling him wrong name.
What are you calling me? Kelp?
Prince Neander.
Kelp.
Okay. Oh, actually. Cool.
Neither of you understand Draconic, do you?
I do.
Well.
Joke's on you.
Why is Gleph, actually a good character that I've just made an idiot?
Because those are the best kinds of characters. You hear the character archetype, what is it, crouching, something hidden dragon? Crouching tiger, hidden dragon?
Okay. I'm not familiar with that one.
It's someone who's an idiot, but then they always, kick butt whenever they need to.
Guys, these might be my new DMing dice.
Please don't. Anything
So
but
I
that.
just realized my finger was bleeding, and it's now gotten blood all over this pencil.
Oh, nice.
The pact
I'm
has been
sorry.
You're good. Do you need a band-aid?
The pact has been sealed.
Yeah.
The pencil is yours.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that, and I was just like, why does this pen feel so sticky? And I was like, oh. I looked down, and I was like, oh.
Oh, no.
oops.
Do you want me to get you a band-aid?
Yeah, if you could, please.
Yep.
Sorry.
Absolutely. No, you're good. Don't be sorry.
The
Ugh.
blood
But
pact
that,
is
that
now
is
determined.
your pencil now. I think that the blood pact has been. I have
That's-
tons of pencils.
that's fair.
I have tons of pencils, so
It's probably safer that way, so
Probably.
I can handle a blood pact.
You can have one or two in your life as a treat.
Yeah. Okay, a few things I'm gonna do better at next time. I really should just set up monster health before, but oh well, whatever.
Fair.
'Cause I just go with based off what the book says or things like that, but this time I'm just gonna roll it says this plus this, so I'm just gonna roll all of them and see how much health
Those are
I
always
get.
fun to do. I know one of the things that said in the DM's manual is that if you ever want to consider using a boss monster, you can set that as the maximum that roll can do.
Yeah.
And that's a good way of having a beefier than normal monster.
or I've done the opposite for you guys. I've got a couple of monsters that are like higher level than your level, but
Okay,
like
but you're
I've
they're, like,
dropped like their
glass
hit
cannons.
points and stuff, kind of a deal.
so they're glass cannons,
Yeah.
is what I'm hearing.
Potentially. Well, because I also was like, I'll drop their damage dice to something more appropriate. So it's not like 2d10s, but it's like 2d6s, because that's like
Usually two
less
of them
likely to
just
kill
because-
you guys in one shot.
Oh, good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I know what these things are, to be honest.
Do you want me to tell you what they are? Like,
No,
I mean, they're definitely Yuan-Ti, but I don't remember which one.
Yuan-Ti. Just the lizard folk?
Yeah, the like snake people.
they're straight up just lizard folk in the book.
Okay.
Oh, okay, they're just actual lizard folk.
Yeah.
Well, but then you were talking like, they had the long necks that were like
That's just
moving
for
in-
flavor.
Okay.
I will be the first to admit with you guys, I do a lot of things that are just for flavor, for fun.
Which is totally fine.
with
I love
just
the
like
flavor.
normal stats of like
you
the
gotta
monsters.
season everything. I
Yeah.
like it. Flavor everything.
Like there probably would be Yuan-Ti mixed with these lizard folk, but I'm not trying to kill you guys in the first fight.
Fair.
No, but a magical floor thing. No, that one's fine. You took out almost half my health with that.
I'm sorry, but I just am the type of person who, me paranoid as an Azentor, I always assume everything's trapped. I forget that not everyone goes with that line of thought.
I mean, my character's an idiot, so...
I will say though, the announcer did mention that most teams don't survive.
No,
That should have put you.
I knew
I
it was a trap. However, I don't expect Gleph to know it was a trap
That's
or how to get around it. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
So like, I'm not upset. I'm just anyway.
Cool.
Okay. So who's first?
Sorry. So
I was 14.
yeah, it's gonna be. This guy is actually first.
Wow,
Okay.
he beat an 18.
He
I'm proud
literally
of
rolled a
him.
19.
I'm proud of him.
The other one rolled a 13 and he rolled a 19. So like they literally sandwiched you guys perfectly. So yeah, he's gonna come up and sorry, let me just grab back these. There we go.
I could have magic missiled the thing off the pedestal.
Just pew! That would have probably also triggered the trap, though.
So
Well, but if we'd stood, because I have 120 feet with it.
Oh, that's true. But that would have been a spell slot. You ain't got much of those.
It's true.
he's gonna go ahead and he's just gonna rush up to Prince Neanderthal.
Of course he's coming for me.
Prince Neanderthal.
Yeah, just call him Neanderthal. I'm cool with that. That's pretty much what he is.
Sorry, I'm
He's a
forgetting
menace.
It's Prince Neander, but I'm going to keep saying Neanderthal now because you've gotten that in my head.
It's fine if it makes it easier.
That's well. So when I said
You remember when I
Neandro-
ran a DM thing and I just started calling her Mrs. Broom instead of Mrs. Sweep?
That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, so he's gonna go ahead and he'll take his first attack as a bite attack.
Of course he will. I'd like to see him try.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right, that's going to be
So
5 points of damage.
Okay.
So I assume that we're like on steps right now.
Yeah, you just came off the steps.
Oh, okay. So
Technically.
the
So,
steps
like-
are.
You're kind of on the ground floor. Yeah, the steps would be a little more.
Oof, ouch, my bones.
Yeah, something
like that.
kind of like that.
Okay. I was just trying to get a picture of what I'm doing here.
Yeah. And the pedestal itself isn't that high up, so it's probably about like 15 feet like above the ground level where you guys are at now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Second attack is going to be with the spear that he's got.
Oof, ouch.
That's only going to be a 13 to hit though.
He does not hit.
Yeah. Okay. So first attack, he just kind of his long neck allows him to kind of just reach past your defenses as your weapons
just-
are locked. Actually, no. So first attack, he's gonna he's gonna try to swing his javelin at you. I don't know what kind of weapon you have, but like you're able to just kind of raise it up and block it.
Yeah.
And then he comes in with his neck and just takes a bite out of your shoulder.
I pull out a rapier because of course I have a rapier and I just go, how barbaric of you!
Fair enough. Okay. And then we come to Gleph. Gleph, it is your turn.
Okay. Is he considered within 5 feet of me?
I
The
believe so.
first one, yeah, that one
Because
is
it's the
5
full
feet.
circle.
Dang. Okay. Okay, so let me see here.
I guess I didn't ask. Like, would you guys have been right next to each other, or would you like want to place yourselves?
we
in a
were-
different
we
spot?
I would have assumed you were right next to
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. Because I would have been fine if you guys had thought one of you would have been ahead or one would have been behind.
The issue is, why is all of my stuff area of effect?
Well, just aim it slightly far away so you only get the edge. That's how it works. Come on.
What I want is lightning bolt right now, because I could just step right there and just yoink
boink.
them both.
You can hold an action. No, wait,
You can
that's,
always
I'm
kill a member
metagaming.
of
No,
your party,
ignore me.
too.
What's that?
You can always just kill a member of your party too.
True.
You know, that's the point.
You don't know each other.
Go
it's
for
not
it,
like
man.
you have to, you know.
Go for it, man. I'll
Survive
pick another
with him.
character really quick.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. I can just make another character.
Yeah. You may not have to. There's things
Yeah,
like that
all of
going
my
on.
stuff. So, all of my stuff is range. Like, I have nothing that's... Alright, fine, I'm going to hit him with my quarterstaff.
Oh, this should be fun.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
I just mean I'm surprised you're trying to hit him with the quarterstaff.
Well, it's either he
I
gets
I love the mage with the quarterstaff play right now. Sorry.
So nice.
Okay. So... 12 plus 4 for a 16.
You just no, not just barely, but you hit.
Okay.
You hit.
I was afraid that was going to be you just barely miss. And I'm doing this two-handed, so I get the D8. And I get a whopping 5 points of damage.
Okay, 5 points of damage. Got it.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions that are helpful. Yeah.
All right, then it will be Prince Neander's turn next.
Very well.
And Prince Neander, you just got bitten in the shoulder by a snake-like lizard folk.
So rude of him, honestly. Well,
Well, first things first. Can I make a bonus action sleight of hand check to see if I can grab something from it?
Wait,
Yes.
who are you stealing from?
Yes.
The guy who's attacking us?
Oh, okay, good.
I wasn't going to steal from you. That'd be rude.
Oh yeah, because Clef doesn't
a-
really care about being rude.
Oh, that's a 5 plus, hold on, I have proficiency, hold on. It's a 14?
Ooh, you just barely beat his passive perception. Actually, yeah, no, you barely beat his passive perception, so he's still tangled up in your shoulder and doesn't notice that you reach in and there's something in specific you're trying
Literally
to
just anything.
anything. All right.
Make contact, I take.
What you managed to grab is a necklace made out of some kind of a creature's teeth.
Sick.
So you can add a creature's
Like quite.
toothy necklace to your
Creature
item
toothy
list.
necklace. Alright, and then, should it be the coward or should I actually take advantage of sneak attack? I will attack him. Let's see here. How do you attack in... Oh, I mean, I know the numbers, I think, so...
So you go over to your actions tab.
Okay. That wasn't a very good roll, though. Am I? It's, is there supposed to be, like, an attack button? What am I looking for? I only see unarmed strike.
You probably didn't.
You have to equip
your
your
stuff.
weapons.
Take it
So
away.
go into your inventory,
Okay,
and then there
pull
should
up-
be an equip button.
There's an equip button. Okay, I thought it just had it automatically. That's fine.
No. Because you can change your weapons, man. You gotta be able to
Oh
unequip
my
and equip.
gosh.
I literally just keep them all equipped so that way I can know, like,
What's
if I
there?
do,
Well, it
like,
was a
say
four-
I'm gonna switch which one,
Well, does a 14 hit?
just misses.
Of course it does. Well, very well. That is my turn.
Didn't I hit with a 14?
You hit with a 16,
Oh.
which is a little different than a 14.
Very well. That is my turn.
Excuse me.
Am I bloodied at this point? No, not yet.
Lizard folk number 1 is going to also rush up.
Are they ganging up on me? I am the closest target.
You're the closest target. That's literally their thought process here. So he will also go ahead and make 2 attacks.
Oof, ouch.
The lowest is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay, then the other one hits as well because that's a
Okay.
natural 16.
Oh, good.
So you take...
You don't happen to have any like spelling or healing spells, do you? Oh, okay, cool.
I'm rolling a freaking D4 and I just got a 4. So you take 6 points of damage for the first attack
For the first attack. Okay, 6.
and another 6 points of damage.
That's
on the
another
second.
6 points of damage. Uh-huh.
Right, that's its turn.
I'm bloodied. I'm very...
sure you
I'm
are.
not looking great.
Hmm.
Well,
Alright.
whose turn is it next? It's the other one, I'm assuming.
It is the other one.
Very well.
It's the other
What
one.
does he do?
He's gonna go ahead and he'll take 2 attacks. He'll take 1 on you and 1 on Gleph.
Okay.
So with his bite attack, he's gonna reach his head out and just go after Gleph on the shoulder again. Does a 13 hit?
Yeah.
Oh, your armor class is really bad, too.
Wizard.
You only take 4 points of damage though.
Okay.
And for Prince Neander,
I'm now bloodied.
that is a 12.
That does not hit.
It would still hit me.
Oh, yeah.
What is your armor?
12.
Oh my god.
Okay, you. Ouch. All right.
Oof, ouch.
Yeah, and I don't have like, mage armor or anything. Like I just,
That's fair. That's
This
fair.
man was not built for fighting.
if
Right,
I have a nice
that
DM
is
that
his
wants
turn?
to give me spells at any point, I'd be happy. But
Okay,
that is his turn.
you guys, we're just getting into it.
We're
There's
just getting
plenty
into it,
There's
yeah.
plenty.
And we have no means of healing ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
We'll be
but
fine. We'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Trust me. I have plans for all of this.
Okay.
But at this point, I am wondering how this rest of this fight will go. So, Gleph, your turn.
Well, I'm going to cast Magic Missile, I guess, because I don't want to kill him. But you know what? First, I'm gonna move out of attacking. So I don't know if he's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
He will not. No.
Okay. So we're gonna just come up the steps a bit. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile. I'm gonna put 2 on the guy that we've already hit a couple of times.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get him out of the way. And then 1 on the other. So, look at that. So interesting. Anyway.
Is the tip chipped off the
Yeah,
floor?
the tips are all...
Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought it was like chipped off for a moment, but...
Okay, so, first one to him is going to be 5 points of damage. Second one to him
Okay.
is going to be 3 points of damage, so 8 in total to him. And then to the last guy, 2 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah!
Okay.
Let me mark
So
that
the
off.
first one's looking pretty bloodied. He's starting to get pretty hurt. The second one's still looking pretty okay though.
Okay.
I figure.
Since that was the first point of damage, like 2 points of damage he took. So
Yep.
he's fine.
Yep. I'm also going to tell my compatriot to get the fetch out of the way so I can hit them.
Oh,
That's one
Don't
way
need
of
to-
doing it.
don't need to tell me twice, good sir.
Right. So that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's all I can do unless I want to make my little quill.
I look back at him, don't die, and then I'm going to take the disengage bonus action and run into the bushes. And then I'm going to take the hide action to hopefully be hidden from them. Not quite what I meant!
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Don't fail me now. 14 plus, I think it was 9.
That sounds right.
14 plus 9. 23.
Yeah, they definitely don't see us.
Yeah, I just literally like swan like dive like this into the bushes.
So once they see you disappear into the bushes, both of their heads turn from looking at you, and they go straight to Clef. So now they're both looking at you, and that's your turn.
Yep, that was my
Yeah.
bonus and action. Bonus action and action.
As I'm like staring the two of them down.
This one will go ahead and chase after you.
Okay.
You know? So he's gonna spend
No, why would you do that?
spend his action trying to search in the bushes to find you.
Okay.
And what was it you said you got for the stealth?
It was 23.
So he's gonna beat a 23. He does not beat that, so he just spends his turn looking for you and does not find you.
Very
But
good.
you can, like, in the bushes, you can see he is
Like eye level. Like you're
Like
right next
he-
to us. Like he's like eye level.
like you kind of see his like hedge trying to snake through like places, and like you can tell he's looking for you, but he hasn't found you.
Very well.
The other one's gonna run at you and attack twice. First attack, that's gonna hit. 5 points of damage. Second one is that one does not hit because a 6 does not hit.
A 6 does not hit.
Oh good.
You
Oh
said
good.
right?
5 points of damage.
5 points total. That's all.
How are you looking?
I'm at 10 hit points.
Better than me. I'm at 5.
Oh crap!
There's a reason I said nope.
Fair enough. But it is now your turn, Gluff.
Okay, so he ran up to me, and so he's now up here.
Yeah.
Crap. That changes things. I was really hoping they would stay where they were at. It's okay. It's okay. We're all right. Everything's okay.
It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
So wait. So 10, 15. Fetch.
Oh, do they need to be in like a straight line?
Well, no. It's like I have burning hands. I have magic missile and thunder wave as my as my like actual ones that do a bit of damage.
Yeah.
And they're 15 feet, so it's like I can't hit both of them at the same time
Fair.
with my current situation. So we're gonna I guess do firebolt with disadvantage. Because let's see here, make a ranged spell attack. Yeah, I have no like actual things that's like, oh yes, we're in close combat now. So, yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. So, we're gonna roll with disadvantage. Yeet. So that's an 8 plus 6 for a 14, and that's so 14, which didn't hit before.
Just misses.
Oh,
Just misses.
how? Nobody knows.
D&D needs to have something about point blank, because like, come on, you can. Never mind. That's my own opinion.
I don't know, maybe in the new one they'll change it up.
Maybe.
And I'm not 100% sure on this, but I wonder if spells are different, because like, if it's like a bow or something,
That might make sense.
then the disadvantage makes sense. Spells, on the other hand, are a lot more of a point blank type of a thing, right? Because trying to get a bow pulled out or a crossbow or something, right? When you're that close to somebody, it's hard to actually
Yeah.
get there.
I
But,
think the thing with the spells is most of those are like verbal and somatic.
yeah,
So it's hard to do that up close because they're seeing you go and do that, and so they have the ability to kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm over this way now. Like they can kind
Yeah,
of
that
shimmy
makes
away.
sense. That makes sense.
That's how I've looked at it personally.
Makes sense. All right. Well, anyway, rant over. What's going on now?
oh crap! I could have
Prince
done
Neander,
frostbite.
what are you gonna do?
All right. Well, he's in front of me, right? Yep. You ever see Assassin's Creed?
Yeah,
I'm stabbing it in the back with a rapier.
yeah. You are hidden from him, so you
I
do
am
have
hidden.
advantage.
Oh, I also have Gust. Dang it, I could have done some stuff,
13
actually.
plus 7, 20.
20 hits.
Very well. And then I have to do... 1d8 plus 5. Where's my 1d8? Three, and then I do get 2d6 for the sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Two sixes.
All right. Well, that's 12 plus 15 plus 5, so 20 damage.
So just like Assassin's Creed, you basically pull this dude into the bush, and he doesn't come back out of the bush.
Exactly. He
Just little blood trails start flowing from
from the
bush.
distance, it looks like he was eaten by the bush.
Wait, how
Pretty
much
much.
damage did you do?
20.
Gosh dang it. Rogues.
Listen, rogues are also pretty squishy. You just gotta play them right.
He was the one with the lower HP too, so that didn't hurt.
He was?
Yeah.
No. He was the yellow one. He
I
wasn't hit very
mean
much.
lower HP total.
Oh, I see.
So
Well, anyway,
we've
he
been focusing
dead.
on the wrong guy.
Yeah, so he was the weaker one, and you got lucky with you
20.
had just a good amount of sneak attack.
Did that alert my position to the green one?
No, it did not.
Okay. I will just calmly use my movement to move this way, closer to him. Am I still in the bush if I go here, or is it?
Yeah, you would still be considered in the bush there, but any farther than that,
Got
you're
it.
out of the bush. Like that spot, you're good. Anywhere
well.
else, you're out.
Very well. Okay, that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Well then, he's going to once again attack Clef twice because he's the only one he can see,
Oh, right. He is first in the order.
and he is first. So that is a 12.
That'll hit.
What's the other one?
That's another 6 points of damage. I have literally rolled 4s and 3s on my d4s. the
6
entire
points of
time.
damage? Okay, what's his second attack?
This may or may not be the end of Gelp.
Well, that's a natural 19. So
Oh!
I'd be dead.
4.
That's exactly how many I have left. I'm now down to 0 hit points. I am unconscious.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh, it actually, when you hit 0, it actually changes to the saving throws.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm. It's actually really nice. Right.
Well,
Prince Neander, it is your turn now.
all right.
No, it should be my turn. I need to make a save
Oh,
now.
sorry. That's right.
Yes,
You
yes.
do need to make a save.
Meantime, let me make sure I actually equip my crossbow.
15, so that's a success.
All right.
Oh, so you did succeed once?
I succeeded once.
Okay.
Come on, I need a 20. Come on, sparkly dice.
Now it is Prince Neander's turn.
Yes.
Very well. Sneak attack from the bushes. Does that give me advantage?
Well, if you're using a rapier, that's not going to happen.
Well, no, I mean a short bow.
All right. Well, you didn't say you were using it. No, just kidding.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Go for
Okay.
it.
Does that give me advantage? I don't remember.
Yeah, since
think
he's
it
still
does.
hidden from you.
Think
He is
back-
kind of raised up because he ran up the stairs, but you should still have an angle to see him, so
Okay.
you
let
should be
me
good.
let me just remember. Does sneak attack still work with ranged weapons, right?
Yes, it does.
Mhm.
Okay, just making sure.
I will say, because of the angle, it'll make it just a little bit harder to hit.
Okay. I got 15 on both of those rolls plus 7, 22.
Yeah, you still hit.
Okay. It's less damage, but 2,
Less damage for sneak attack?
3,
Oh.
7.
I think it's a D6 instead
Plus
of a
5.
D8 for
Yeah.
the short bow.
Got it, okay.
12 damage.
Yeah, you kill him too.
So the bush eats one guy, and then the other guy just gets an arrow right through his skull, and he's just gone.
Pretty much, and you would
Shank.
be very impressed if you weren't unconscious on the ground right
Yeah.
now.
Well, shoot.
Fighting for my life.
Hey, rogues are actually kind of cool. Well, shoot. Are we out of combat now?
Yep.
All right, I guess I'd run over. Hey, Gelp. I just like tap his face. Like, hey, you awake, bud? Do I know how to do anything for this? Can I roll anything to see if I can at least stabilize him or anything like that? I don't think I have any medical expertise.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
10 plus. Maybe I have medicine. Let me see. Plus 1, 11.
11. So you know enough to kind of just like stop the bleeding and control the bleeding, which is enough to stabilize him. Keep him from bleeding out.
But he's definitely unconscious.
He's
still.
definitely unconscious. But you also notice at this point a strange metallic-looking box kind of starts floating down from the sky. And you kind of notice this projection on it of the person, the ringleader of the Dungeon Quest games. And he's kind of making an announcement that one team has found the first key. Then it shows kind of like you guys and grabbing the key, taking the poison damage, and kind of all of that. Then it kind of skips forward to this point where the fighting's getting really intense. And you watch
like the highlight
wizard
reel?
man fall. But then you notice that this box materializes a treasure chest under it.
Oh.
And all of a sudden there's a treasure chest that just kind of falls.
Well, I grab it and open it, I guess.
And you didn't check for traps again, you die. No, just kidding.
Yes! I'm a terrible rogue!
So in this chest,
Yeah, I
you
just
do
open it.
happen to notice that there are 4 potions of healing, plus 1 greater potion of healing,
Oh, shoot.
as well as an item that just kind of looks like hand wraps. Just
Okay.
look like these plain old gray leather hand wraps that can be worn.
Very well. Well, I grab all of that, and I'm just gonna guzzle the greater healing potion down his throat.
Oh, down my throat?
Yeah, because you're dead.
Okay.
Get you conscious at least.
How much does that do? 44 plus 4?
A greater healing
I
potion?
think so.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
It does 44?
4d4.
Oh, I was like
4
44.
4d.
4d4.
This is the issue with. Okay, so that's 4.
5,
That's a 1. That's 5. That's 6.
9,
That's 9.
plus 4, 13.
13 hit points.
13 hit points.
Nice.
Well, that didn't even get me up to half, so we're doing great. Okay. And
Good
then
morning.
there's-
How are you feeling?
Oh. I don't feel good.
I don't blame you. Well, I'd rather not die here, so how about we go somewhere safer, huh?
You guys actually go ahead and make another perception check.
Wait, where's the regular potion of healing on here? Because it just comes up with potion of healing greater, superior, and supreme. There's no just regular.
That's my problem with it. It doesn't have the normal one on there, and I don't know why.
I'm
Perception
wondering if
check
they
10.
did they change something? Because actually, now that I think about it, the regular healing potion was 44.
So maybe it's just they changed the
They
names
just
of
they
them.
just did away with it
Okay.
and just.
Then you've got 4 greater potions of healing and 1 of the next level up.
And I
so
guess
the
I used that
superior-
one, so I guess get another D4?
Well, so superior is 8d4 plus 8.
Oh my gosh.
I would say you probably just used a greater healing and you did not use
That
a
sounds
superior
so
on him.
great. I love that idea so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I
that.
would just say you did not go that crazy on him just yet.
Just yet. I'm still going through my I'm a piece of trash phase.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You have all the healing potions now.
Exactly.
So
Oh, great.
it's up to you whether or not you share.
Oh yeah, I should use one. I'm going to use one as well.
Good.
Or actually, Can we take... Do we seem safe? I rolled a 10 on my perception.
Yeah, you can't notice anything, and you do notice that there are less footprints, but there are still footprints on the path, and that path seems to head towards this dark, ominous mountain.
Is it dark? I have dark vision.
Well, it's like this giant black rock of a mountain, if that makes sense.
Got it.
And it looks like it will probably be dark on the inside if that's where you're going.
Well, you want to take I'm going to take a nap. I don't know about you.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
I'm going to do
Take
that.
a short rest.
Short rest.
How many hit dice do I want to use?
Let's see.
I have d6s. I'm gonna use 2, so I'm gonna use half of them.
I will also do 2.
So I get 2d6 plus 6 back. Fetch, that's a 1!
Well, maybe it'll be 3.
You will now roll your hit dice. Oh, is it going to roll it for me? Oh, shoot.
Ah, that's 2 1s! I got 8 hit points left.
I got 14 back because the app did it for me. How nice of them.
Oh, should I just do that? Just
no,
ignore my 1.
you already
You already
hate
rolled,
everything.
so sorry.
8 hit points.
We'll say the app is actually very nice.
Yeah.
I just wish it contained more than just like basics. But you have to pay for that.
Yep. It's really not that bad, though, just getting at least like the 3 core books for it.
True.
Because then it makes it pretty nice and you still have most of everything you need. But I get it. If you've already bought them once, it sucks to buy them
So you don't
again.
buy
so.
them again.
I know, I
I
have
think it's so expensive.
I have almost all of the supplementary books at this point. Because, like, I just bought Xanathar's Guide to Everything. I have Tasha's Cauldron. I have Morty Adkins' Tome of Foes. I have one other phone one.
Yeah.
I think there is a
Anyway.
D&D API out there. I could probably just program my own at this point.
So, anyways, after your guys' hour-long short rest, you do get the sense that to continue, you'll need to continue following the path.
Well, do you feel like dying again today? Please don't do that again.
Not particularly. But we should probably go.
Very well.
Otherwise, we're just probably going to face more of those.
True. Well, lead the way.
Ah, yes. What are your hit points at now?
19.
Oh, okay.
If that tells you what my character's priorities are.
Man, and I rolled 2 1s on my 2 hit
ones
dice.
on the hit dice.
And I
Gosh,
still-
it's rough.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh. I'll
Okay,
say,
well,
here, for good luck, and I give you one of my healing potions, so you have one.
one of the greater healing potions.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
Right. As you guys are walking, you do notice that like there are other beings and
Oh, there it is.
creatures
Uh-huh.
around.
Character who drinks magical red fluid in this vial gains 2d4 plus 2 hit points. I just found it. It's
Oh.
called potion. It's just what? Why didn't it come up before? But potion of healing. It's in there now.
Oh my gosh.
Whoops.
All right.
Oopsie doopsie.
You have 3 greater healing potions, 1 potion of healing. That's it.
Okay.
I don't know anymore, man.
Okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
So he has
You probably gave him the potion of healing. So you have the potion of healing. You have the 2 remaining greater.
so one greater and one
healings.
normal.
No, they're gonna. I'm just making them both 2 greater.
Okay, 2 greater ones. So I have 2 greater ones and you have a normal healing potion. Gosh, my
We'll
character's
just
a piece
say
of
that's
trash.
how that
Gosh.
works.
We gotta speed run his character arc so quick. I don't like playing him now.
So when you guys start getting to this cave, you notice on the inside of it, there's just kind of this what looks to be a dodecahedron that's all white, sitting on a pedestal in the middle of it. At this point, you also notice that these metal bars have kind of just risen out of the ground, keeping you from going anywhere but forward.
Well, can I climb the bars? No, I'm not gonna be mean. I'll just go forward.
Yes, but you find nothing of use at the top of the bars.
Can I walk along the bars?
Not on the top, no.
Okay, never mind.
Because you're inside the bars.
But you can't
So-
stand on the... Okay, that's fair.
You can climb up them and like you can monkey bar across them if you wanted to, but you can't like if you're gonna step on them, you need spider climb or something like that.
Fair. All right, never mind.
But yeah. And then at this point, you also notice that like all of the forest is starting to like disappear
From behind us.
from behind you. And go ahead and make a perception check.
14.
13.
You guys also notice that like as stuff is disappearing, there were multiple more treasure chests all around you and things like that. So you notice like there was actually like a lot of like really cool like you start noticing like pedestals with weapons on them, things kind of like that.
And we're just...
All right, hold on just a gosh darn second. How far away are they?
I would say the closest one's probably about 150 feet.
Fetch.
You did that on purpose. I know you
Like,
did.
I'm sorry. We were surrounded by treasure this whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, did I loot the bodies? I did not loot the bodies.
No.
Gosh, I'm a terrible rogue. Anyway, continue.
And klepto.
I mean, I do have a sick necklace that I am now wearing.
5 pounds.
I'm gonna put on the sick necklace that I stole earlier.
Dang.
You do feel like the necklace actually has a bit of a magical property to it. You can now add a D4 to any successful attack roll.
Oh, very nice.
Any ever?
Yeah.
To
any
damage?
Successful
Why
attack
not?
Roll.
Why not? It's a one shot. Go crazy.
Well, I'm not gonna make it like. I'm not trying to like make it impossible for you guys. So you will find helpful items.
So what you're
And
saying is that
upon
we
saying
should.
that
What
putting
you
on the
should be
necklace-
saying is that you should be
Yeah.
looking harder.
I'm just saying, like, you guys, if you guys haven't kind of figured out the premise of where this is kind of taking a lot of random inspiration from,
It feels like Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, a little bit of Fortnite, a little bit of, like, Legend of Zelda, things like that, like,
Okay.
it's kind of a video game within a game.
Okay.
Fun of it
Preference.
that way.
The. Got it. Understood. I understand the assignment now.
All right, start thinking video game logic. Got it. Dang it.
Do I sense any Koroks nearby?
No.
Curses.
Is
Is there like a rock out of place that needs to be put back into a circle?
No. You kind of notice the bars are basically starting to close in, pushing you guys into the room.
Okay, let's go before the bars freaking eat us.
All right.
When
And
you
we go forward.
step into the room, a bright white light just kind of pulses out around you guys. The beacon basically gives you the ability to take a long rest without taking the long rest.
So we didn't need the short rest at all, is what I'm hearing.
It's okay. It's
In this
not like
case, no.
Nice.
The only reason to short rest is if you're going to continue exploring for items or things like that.
Oh, okay. I understand the assignment now. I am going to take the long rest.
All right, take a long
So
rest.
you take the long rest. You also get the feeling that if one of you does die, you'll have the ability to come back to life.
And or bring them back. Okay.
As long as one of you survives.
So we're here
you
to be a
both-
menace, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Chaos mode activated.
But,
There is no longer any sense of self-preservation.
but I will say you did also, like, as you were noticing the treasure chest, you noticed there are a ton of things that can kill you too.
Okay.
Like, it's not like you just get free reign.
Well, no, absolutely.
You
I
will,
mean,
anything you go for, you will be expected to overcome something to get it, if that makes sense.
Very well. Understood.
And because of the way it works, they're little... I'm not very good at item balancing, so this is going to get a little interesting, but we'll make it work.
all right, dodecahedron, or whatever.
What's on it? What do I see? Is it trapped?
No, it was... The dodecahedron is no longer glowing white. It
Oh,
is
that was the
now
beacon.
just, like, clear. And you do notice now at this point that you have 3 separate paths. One in the center, one to the left, and one to the right. leading further into wherever this location
Are all of them dark? I have dark vision.
They're all dark, but they all are dark beyond 160 feet. So dark vision doesn't help you see what
Okay.
is.
I
what.
point out to Prince Neander, I'm like, hey, that big glowing sided, dodecahedron or whatever it's called, that could be crystal. Could be pretty valuable.
Oh. You're speaking my kind of language, Gleph.
I thought you spoke celestial.
Huh?
I thought you spoke celestial.
Well, I speak the same as your commoners, Gelp. Well, is it pinned down?
I just want to see him trying to put that in a bag.
Is it pinned down?
No, it's not pinned down.
You can just pick it up?
Go ahead and make a strength check.
My strength is not good.
Yeah!
For you,
Oh
you
my
just
gosh!
one hand this crystal sphere the size of a basketball.
We're
And
balling.
you now
I'm
have
balling now. We
a
are balling.
crystal ball
I don't think
in
that's
your
what that
hand.
means.
Do I sense, can I see if it does anything, or do I just have a ball?
You have a crystal ball. That is all you got. And it's not like a crystal ball, like, it's a ball made out of crystals. That's it.
Very well.
And honestly, actually, go ahead and take a point of damage because the crystals are kind of pokey and sharp, so you do cut your hand a little bit on it.
Okay.
It's
fair.
quite as sharp as this guy.
And since you're palming it with one hand, you're hitting some edges.
Man, it was a flex, but dang, did it hurt. Well, great. I have a ball of crystal. Oh my god.
And you can try to convince a DM that is worth 1,000 gold pieces
Very
in
well.
your campaign if you ever use this character again.
Very well. Also, hey, do you know what these do? And I hand him the leather hand things.
The leather hand things?
Yes.
Where did you
The
get those?
leather
The
hand wraps
hand
that
wraps.
were in the treasure chest.
Oh.
You know what those are?
Can I make an Arcana check? Do they look magical?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
19.
Yep, you do sense that there is some faint magic coming from them.
Can I pinpoint what kind of magic or anything useful?
Yes, I don't know the exact.
What? Gosh, why are you staring at it so long? Just put them on.
Oh,
Let me
fine, I
double
put them on.
check really quick. Basically,
Why don't you give me the cursed item?
Nice.
they're just gonna be they're
These Kit Kats are dangerous. I've eaten a lot of them. I'm sorry.
That's what I got them for.
you gather they're called the Mage's Assistant. And they just add a +2 to your AC.
Ah.
Thank you.
Yeah. If he's at a 12, I'm like, I'll at least be slightly nice and raise it a bit.
Well, that's pretty cool, actually.
Alright, so you guys have 3 paths. Have you decided which path you want to go down?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, take a tiger by the second path. Middle one.
Second path.
How about that? How about
Okay.
that? Gulp.
You must have gotten that from your magical patron, so I'd say we go.
King Midas bless us this day.
You go down the middle path.
Wait, did you say King Midas?
My character prays to King Midas.
And what's your marching order going to be for the middle path? Are you guys going together?
Lead the way,
or
Gulp.
Are you going side by side, or are you going one in front, one behind type of a deal?
Lead the way, Gulp.
Alright, so
All right,
Gelb's
well,
going
sounds like I'm
first.
first.
Cool. Okay, Gelb, go ahead and make a perception check as you guys start making your way down.
I make one as well, or just him?
Just Gelb, he's in the front. You're
Got
not.
Fair.
19 plus 5 for 24.
Right. So you start walking down this path, and as you notice, the path starts to get kind of smaller. It starts to kind of like smooth out and become a smooth circular stone passageway. As you keep going down, you also notice that it's starting to get colder. You're starting to get a much colder, just like wind blowing from where you're headed, the direction you're going. And you also notice that on the side is a little alcove. in that alcove is just kind of like traveler's gear for winter. So if you guys aren't wearing something that like is super warm, you have the ability to now change into something more warm.
Look over. How expensive are the cloaks in there? Do they look nice, or are they like pretty standard?
Most of them look pretty standard, just kind of normal. There's a couple though that look pretty nice.
I grabbed those ones.
What?
I grabbed those ones.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Sure. Is it a saving throw or just a check?
Sorry, saving throw, yes.
Blinded by greed, I am. Blinded by greed, I got a 9.
Right, you take 6 points of frost damage as basically, as soon as you touch it, just this blast of like a frost just bullet shoots out of the wall and hits you.
Well, that was rude, wasn't it?
And you do notice that they don't give any extra benefits or anything like that. They're just more expensive.
Do I see a way of disarming the trap?
If you want to roll investigation check, go ahead.
That's better. +4. Dirty 20.
Yeah. So now that there's only one other nicer coat kind of on the rack, you do notice that each of the racks, they have these kind of just like
Like a tripwire on the
kind
coat
of
or
little
something?
tripwire like right on the coat. And you do notice like it wouldn't be too hard to just kind of hold the pressure, because you notice like where it's going and you see, oh, if I just hold the pressure here and cut, I could probably slip off the coat and still not take the damage. Like I could easily release it without taking the damage after taking the coat.
Very nice. I do that and take the
Right.
coat. and leave.
You're gonna have to I will have you make a sleight of hand check.
Very well.
The DC's lowered because you did look at the trap.
17 plus.
26.
Yeah, I mean, all you really had to beat was like a 12, so, you know.
Nice.
You
Effortless.
easily managed to slip this off the rack and warn Gleff so he's not in the way of the second speeding bullet. And you have 2 more expensive coats, winter coats.
Very nice.
Um,
Here, you've done well. Would you like the second expensive winter coat?
what does it look like?
Good question.
Red laced with gold, with like gold lining or whatever.
No, I would say all of the winter clothes for the most part are grays. The normal ones are just made out of what looks like animal furs. These ones look to be made out of like a cloth material. So they're more like a silken material. And it seems like they have some kind of like a bit of an enchantment, maybe like magical thread, that allows them to stay warmer. They're not like enchanted, but there's just like a little bit of magic that keeps them radiating warmth, unlike the furs, which are just furs that are warm.
Nice.
Okay. I suppose so. I will put them on, and I will put my cloak on over top of it, because it's like the one thing that he understands and knows about himself. He's like, I like blue.
Fair enough.
Very sure, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Fashion?
you just see, so you know
That's
how...
an interesting fashion statement, Gulp.
Well, you know how when you put on like a bunch of layers of clothing and, you know, the top layer is just like very swollen and bulky type of a look?
Yeah.
That's kind of where his cloak looks right now. Being over
Fair
top
enough.
the winter clothing.
Makes sense, makes sense. All right, well, onward. Lead the way.
And as you guys continue to go down, you start to notice that like now you're almost at a point where like the chamber becomes sort of like an ice slide almost. Like it's snowy and icy, and you feel like you could just like sit on your butt and just kind of just keep going down, just sliding. Or you can just try to take kind of a more of a walking along the edge and trying to like hold on to like the walls and the railings to keep yourself from kind of slipping and falling.
That sounds very dangerous. I cast Firebolt.
Okay.
On what?
What are you
On the
casting
ice.
Firebolt on?
On the
Alright,
ice.
On the ice. You cast Firebolt, and you do notice that a little bit of ice melts. But, like, I'm talking, like, this is
It's gonna take a lot more firebolts.
if
than
you
that.
were to try to melt all of the ice and snow, you would be here probably for the rest of your life.
All right.
And then some.
I have a better plan. I cast Frostbite on the bottom of both of my shoes to basically ice them over, and I ski down.
All right, that plan, that one. See, you're gonna get down there a lot quicker. I will say there is some inherent risks to this.
Oh, you think?
So
Weird.
Oh, really? Yeah, I just see you slide down. I'm like, oh, he's gone.
Like,
Go ahead
you
and
know how they look when they're doing the ski jump,
Yeah.
right? And they're like super. That's where I'm at. Is I'm like,
make an athletics check. Yeah, let's make an athletics check.
Okay.
And the DC is gonna be high.
This game hates me.
No
a
way.
natural one.
No way.
That is, in fact, a natural
Ain't
one.
no way.
Oh my
George?
gosh.
Ain't
Can
no
you?
way.
Can you?
So it's probably a good thing you guys didn't try to explore much in the other areas, because like you're gonna have a fun time. Anyway, so you're sliding down and you start going, and you kind of forget. Oh crap! Like this is basically like a mountain range. Like there's not much to stop me now, and I've got to keep going. And you get to a point where you don't notice that it just kind of dips a little bit. It's like a small drop off of like maybe 5 feet. And as you hit that drop off, you just kind of
Dunk.
wham, like just basically face plant, skidding through the snow until you come to a stop at a tree.
Holy
Um,
cow.
you're gonna just
Bruh.
Just how bad? How bad is it, Doc?
you're gonna take a couple
Stop
points of
picking up
damage.
more dice.
Stop picking up her dice. Stop it.
Right, it ended up not being too bad. So 11 points total.
Total.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen this happen, so I just sit down and I just go down to like I'm a kid going down the slide. Whee! Go down to the bottom. I just see him face planted against a tree.
So you do actually come up to that point where you see where he fell and like the cliff that's there. I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving check.
Okay.
But because of everything, like DC's gonna be easier for you.
11?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
All right, so you take less damage because you do manage to slow yourself, but you don't slow yourself enough, and you do kind of fall off of that little 5-foot gap and just hit your tailbone straight onto a patch of ice. So you only take 3 points
You'll have
of
both
bludgeoning
legs
This is,
for a
damage.
week.
this is just comedy.
Yeah.
Like, we're just...
It's a good thing you guys have some extra healing now that you're gonna burn through. So
Are you bloodied?
Not quite.
Not yet. Okay.
I'm at 19 hit points. I mean, I almost did half my damage in
Oh
that.
my gosh.
I'm still face down in the snow when you come get me,
Very nice.
and you kind of like rustle me away.
Hey, you good?
I get up and you just see this puddle of blood in the snow.
Oh my gosh.
And you can see that my nose is probably broken.
Hey, buddy. You want to, like, take that healing potion or what?
No, it's fine. I'm gonna attempt to.
Do you want a nap? Do you need a nap?
I'm gonna attempt to reset my nose.
Carol, do you need help?
No, I'm good. I'm just kind of just
no, go ahead and make a medicine check.
make a medicine check. Okay.
Can I help, like, coach him through it? Just breathe. Just count to 3.
Medicine. There it is. Fetch! It's another one. So 4 total. It's
So you do reset your nose, but you don't do it the first try, and it takes a couple of efforts till you finally get it reset. So take another 2 points of bludgeoning damage from
Sweet.
trying to reset your
Yep.
nose.
Cool.
You bloody.
Not yet.
Oh my
Just a bloody nose, that's all. Just a frozen bloody nose at this point.
Just.
Into his hands, he's just screaming.
And at this point, you guys do notice that
Patting him
there
on the
are
back there. It's okay. It's okay.
There
It's over
are-
now.
footprints. There are footprints going through this kind of mountainous, icy caverns that you guys are now in. So you're kind of in this, like, as you kind of come to, you realize it's mainly just ice and snow and these huge, just kind of crystal-looking, like, caverns. After, like, looking at it for a minute, you realize that's, like, just really deeply frozen ice. Like, ice that almost looks like it's crystallized. And the pathway now kind of leads back up, kind of a snowy, like, switchback set, up into this, like, deep cavern that's kind of up in the air that you guys can see. That's probably, like, a good half a mile to a mile away.
Can I go get some water? I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Go for it. Go
What
for
is
it.
happening?
Let's
Let's take a
take a
quick
break
break.
because I actually could use the bathroom. right
After
now.
after what just happened, I need a break.
My body is like, huh? Oh gosh, wow.
Right.
Hiccups are really bad.
How's it
What's
going
happening?
so far?
It's going great so far.
Okay.
Of course, as soon as I'm like, oh, we're gonna be stupid, great. Suddenly, it's like I said, if we rely on luck, I think this dice has now rolled as many 20s as it has 1s.
Yeah. Well, I'm like not as worried because I was like, if there's just straight 20 after 20, I'm gonna tell him to stop. But it's been fair, so I'm not gonna complain about it now. It was just the fact that the first like 4 were 3 20s and something else that
Yeah.
was a natural one. So I was just like, you're either rolling 20s or 1s. I think that dice might be weighted and it's a 50-50 and you're winning all of them.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm a little hurt right now with this this die.
Yeah. It's always the stuff that should be really cool that you just flop on though.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel that.
Oh gosh, I need to go refill my water.
I will as well. I will say that's the one thing I probably need to learn how to do better. If I want to do stuff with items, I need to do better at being able to
Like utilize
make a
them.
good item that helps for whatever the adventure is, but also isn't like crazy OP. So I'm probably giving you guys items that will like, if you were to keep them for long, would be way too stupidly strong. But for this, I don't mind as
The
much.
wraps aren't bad. His necklace, I could see being a lot.
His necklace was originally just going to be a necklace, but then I felt bad I was giving you something for free, so I was like, I'll give him something for free too.
no, it works. But
And this allows me to, because this will allow me to maybe not feel so bad about having enemies that have decent HPs and decent attacks. We both chose very squishy characters for this. I will do another one of these, but I'll make it a, let's do like a level 20 where I can like throw like guys, where you guys can have like, you'll have like, yeah, I would love to roll 10d6 when you attack it. Now, the one thing that I
cannot believe.
Oh gosh. Okay, he's in the bathroom. Oh gosh. Let me get my charger out.
I like how we literally got stabbed and you literally went unconscious, but like we didn't express any pain that was that severe until you were putting your nose back. Like getting stabbed, yeah, it's fine. Putting your nose back, ooh. Oh, that trash can did not have a bag.
Oh, that's okay.
Hold on.
I'll get it. I think there's a trash can or a bag in the bottom of it.
Here it is.
There's also more right here. One.
Watch this. Oh. Oh, I just threw away the bag as well. You didn't see anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Why are you over here again?
Oh, I need to 3D print again. It's been a long time.
It has been a while. Well, will you 3D print?
So many things. I keep meaning to make miniatures for you guys for Nine Hells.
True. It takes work, I get it.
It takes work, and it's like they're not even technically set up right now.
Oh, I see.
Ever since I moved the basement around, they went over there, and I haven't set them up because I had to wait for an outlet to get put in.
Yeah. By the way, my old computer is still here, isn't it?
Your old computer.
Yeah, before we...
Oh yeah,
It's that one right there?
yeah, under the rags on the left.
Okay, I was just like... Because I'm just like, I feel like I had like the really old graphics card I used to use. I'm like, where is that? Wait a minute.
Hi, Finn.
Hi, Fiend.
You doing okay? Oh gosh. Yeah, so I've still got it. So whatever you want to do with it. We talked about making a NAS.
That is true.
So the case of that does fold up into a triangle so that you can set it up on its side.
Which one?
For the
Oh!
iPad.
Wait.
Yep, in. And then it just magnets together.
Ah, there it is. Nice.
Just so that it's easier for you to
Appreciate
look at.
I will say, this is nice.
It's not as bad as you think it is.
It's nice using it digitally.
The laptop is, it just shows you more.
Oh, that's just straight up like the character sheet.
Yeah, and then you've got this section over here that you can switch between your inventory, your spells, your, everything else.
Yeah.
But the tablet is not bad.
Ooh, I got chocolate all over my pants. What am I doing? Oh, wow. Well, I'll have to wash that later.
What? It's been a while. Do you need to go outside? Yeah, do you want to go outside? Okay, let's go. Come on.
Go, Vin, go. Sorry. You're good.
Alright, so interest of time, I might just have this be the last area. And we'll just say you guys got a key to start. And we'll have...
We find the mangled corpses of another group, and it turns out they had the other key.
broke my nail doing
Well,
my
like I
little
said,
sound
all the
effects.
other groups are competing at the same time, so you guys
True.
will never run into them
That's true.
because they're going through their own pathway, and it's completely in a
Another
different
adventure group
area.
accidentally falls into ours, and we just use their key. And then the host is like, I guess.
Sure.
Why not?
But yeah. And I'm sorry, I really should do better at setting stuff up. That was on my bad. So.
You're good.
No, you're fine.
All
We'll,
right.
we'll do whatever is thrown at us. We don't care.
Well, let's get back into it then.
And then other stuff. We'll throw stuff at ourselves, much like I have just done.
I mean, I'm all for the really cool thing when it works, but when you're rolling that one on something you're trying to do that's cool, it just sucks.
I agree. Like, I wholly agree.
It's the hold my beer moment of
It was
D&D.
Very much, very
For
much.
me, it was the part where he's like, picks up a couple of dice, he starts shaking them, and then he stops and picks up a couple more dice, picks up another one. Alan, stop picking up dice!
Well, I'll admit I was debating how much how much I would feel would be.
No, I
correct
know.
for
I
that.
probably would have done like 3 or 4 d6, because it's, I'm trying to think of like the amount of force that you would have.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I was like 3 or 4. I'll be kind of nice. I'll go 3 because I don't want him to die from running into a tree.
From running into a tree.
Although in reality, that very easily could happen. So
Yeah.
you know. Anyways, so after your fun little experience trying to climb down, you guys have noticed all of the caverns and stuff. So what would you like to do now? I can't
Well-
remember. Was there something you were saying you wanted to do, George, before you left?
I was just patting him on the back, just like, there, it's okay. Are you
Just like-
mostly alive? Like, are you gonna die if someone breathes on you right now?
No, I have 17 hit points left.
Okay. We're at the same hit points. We'll be fine. Let's go.
What are you hurt from? Oh, the... Right.
Yeah. The ice trap. Alright, well, I guess let's go to the cavern. Lead the way, Gelp.
You know what? Let's switch things up a little bit. Really keep them on their toes. Why don't you lead?
Kegger goes, well, that's big talk, talking to nobility like that, but you know what? Sure.
Okay. So
He's actually terrified.
Prince Neander, I'm gonna have you go ahead and make a survival check.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
following the tracks of like other things that you see, like the people you like, the footprints in the snow, or how do you guys like? What do you want to do to lead?
I would walk slightly off the path, looking both for any treasures that we saw previously, like the previous
Yeah.
area had, or if there's any threats coming by. I wouldn't say I'm completely hidden yet, though.
Go ahead. I'll have you make a survival and a perception check.
Sir. Nat 20 for the survival, apparently.
Right.
And a 5? Is that a 5? A 5 plus...
Plus 9 for stealth?
No, this is for perception.
Oh.
8 for perception.
Okay.
I am very perceptive. I'm staying alive, but not by anything I figured out.
All right. So you don't notice like anything coming up to you guys. You do, however, notice that yes, there are. You start to notice that like a lot of the tracks of the creatures in particular that you're finding all kind of stay in certain areas. So you also notice that there are some like more humanoid footprint tracks that go into those areas. Sometimes they don't come back out, and other times you notice like a second set of footprints returning. So you kind of start gathering that like these specific areas where you're seeing tracks, you're starting to notice these are probably going to be areas that might potentially have something worthwhile, while also having more potential for fights of sorts.
See. Well, how much glory are you looking for today?
I kind of reference to my blood-stained face at the moment and say, all of it. I'm a gladiator after all.
Well, which one would probably give us the most likely treasure? Might as well go big or go home, right, friend?
You would hazard to guess that one of the ones where the tracks don't return is more likely to give you something better because it's guarded by something more ferocious than just a normal like creature or like an easier creature to deal with, if that makes sense.
Well, Gelp. Shall we?
Lead the way.
Oh gosh, this is a terrible idea. Well, let us venture forth. I go to the one where it seems like the footprints are not returning.
All right. So as you go forward, you do notice that.
Going carefully, perceiving before I walk anywhere.
Oh, so you're checking for traps. You might say.
Yes. Can you
Go
believe
ahead
a
and
rogue
make a
checking for
perception
traps? No way. That's a 2. A 5.
Are you actually looking for traps?
You
No.
don't notice a single thing at all. You're good. There's nothing.
Yeah,
there.
go. But I think we're probably fine, right? Nothing wrong here.
Do I believe him?
You make an insight check. You make a deception check if you're trying to deceive.
I
him.
mean, I'm telling the truth. So I guess it's persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Make it a persuasion.
Can
check.
you
That's
can you
fair.
beat a 19?
Maybe.
Realistically.
No, not with a 2.
Yeah, you believe him.
Sweet. I mean, you're the expert here.
I'm
So,
going
yeah.
to kill all of us.
As you continue to walk, nothing happens. But you do come up to kind of a chest on side of an icy pedestal.
And no footprints seem to be returning from this chest.
Nope. In fact, what you notice is like the footprints. So, about 20 feet out, all the footprints just stop completely.
Oh gosh.
So, the 20 feet to the chest is just blank snow.
That doesn't look suspicious to you, does it?
Oh, it looks very suspicious, but that's what we were coming for, wasn't it?
That is true. Well, can I like step back like 50 feet and just motion for him to follow me and then just take a crossbow bolt and just shoot it into the blank snow? Or a short bow arrow, I should say.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll have you make an investigation check first.
Okay, sounds good. 16.
16. Okay. So you do notice that on the side of the pedestal, there does seem to be a bit of a button you could press,
Oh.
potentially.
Mage hand.
You think how far away is it? Would can you reach that far? Your arms look a little stubby. How tall are you?
Mage hand! I mean, I stand just before the 20-foot thing,
Yeah.
and I cast Mage Hand, and I go push the button.
You push the button, you hear a click, and nothing happens.
Where's the click come from?
From the kind of
Icy pedestal?
sounds like it's from the icy pedestal. It's kind of faint though, so you just hear it for like a brief second.
Is it safe now?
You know how when you push a button and you know that it doesn't do anything, so you just like... Mage Hand
Do
is
you press it again?
slamming it over and over again.
Can you count how many times you do it so you can make sure we leave it on the off button? On the off function?
Right.
Alright, fine, 23 times.
No. Go ahead and roll a d6. 1 to 3, it's on. 4 to 6, it's on off.
Well, it's a 5, so it's
Right.
on.
So it's off.
Oh, it's off.
I said 1 to 3 was
Oh,
on,
right,
and
okay.
4 to 6.
I just
is
grab
off.
one of my arrows and just throw it into the area.
Nothing happens.
Do you want to step in it? Because I don't want to step in it. I'll let you read whatever's in there.
You're the one with the higher decks, aren't you?
Do you think the footsteps just stop? You think this is a dex thing? Because if it was a dex thing, you'd see one footprint and then like a jump back or something. They
Yeah,
were
but
just gone.
Maybe they're not dexterous enough. Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, you can. You do notice the pedestal itself is magic, and it feels like there's a glow coming from the chest.
And that's it?
That's it.
That's with my detect magic spell.
Yeah. And I mean, the pedestal kind of like the detect magic, like you feel like the magic does kind of go down below the pedestal, but you can't really see where it's going, if that makes sense.
Got that 5 feet of dirt and or 1 foot of stone.
Yeah,
You
like there's a
sense
lot
your
of snow and stuff, so you
presence
know
of
that
magic.
it's like it's heading down still, but you don't know where. And I'm not. I honestly, as like a DM, I don't know the schools of magic well enough to know which one this is covered under.
I know, I need a cheat sheet of
Yeah.
them too, because there's like 9 of them.
But
Like, does it fall under creation,
I
protection,
would say
illusion?
it would probably fall under either illusion, or if there's any one for like transfiguration or like changing things, if that makes sense.
Does it turn people into snow?
It changes things. That's what I'll say, because I don't know how. Like, I don't know what school of magic to give you for that, but it changes things.
I mean, I threw an arrow in. Do you think it's fine, or do you think it's smart enough to know that, like, not to affect the non-living creatures?
I would assume that it would probably affect living creatures, animate objects.
So not inanimate objects.
Correct.
So, like, we could still step in there and just die, even though you hit a button. How many times did you press the button?
23 times. I counted them exactly. So
Does that mean it's off?
That should mean it's in the off position, assuming that it was off when we came in.
Or that was on when we came in?
There's a force above me. It almost feels like it's swirling around us that says that the button is off, whatever that means. So, like I said, I mean, we don't know if it was on or off when we walked in.
I'm going to tie myself with rope. I'm going to give one end to Kelp, Gleph, and say, pull me back if something weird starts happening, okay?
Push you in if something weird happens. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
So you go and grab the chest.
I take one step into the
Okay.
non-destroyed snow.
Nothing happens.
I take a second step.
Still nothing.
How heavy does the chest look?
I would say you probably guess it's about 10 to 15 pounds-ish.
Yeah.
I
But
walk
you don't know what's inside, so you don't know,
closer
like-
to the chest.
Okay.
And, like, up to it in front of the pedestal. I'm going to take my rope off. I'm going to put it on the chest, and then I'm going to walk away. I have 30 feet of rope, I'm pretty sure. Is that enough to cover
That's
that?
usually 50 feet
Yeah.
of rope is
Okay.
what most have.
Okay. And then I walk out of the circle of unbroken snow. And I
Okay.
say, well, want to give that a tug?
I pull.
Go ahead and make a strength check. It's not a difficult DC, so...
12?
Yeah, that's enough to...
Hey, Kevin.
You start... It takes a minute of work, but you
I
start
help. I can help
pulling the chest...
Actually, no, that doesn't fit my character.
Off
I
of
just
the
watch him do it.
And eventually you get to the point where the chest falls off the pedestal. I want to do it so badly.
I'm out of the circle.
Yeah, no. As it falls off, the floor disappears around it into a pool of molten lava.
In that 20-foot radius.
Ah.
So the chest just...
Does it float in the lava?
You guys make a dexterity saving throw.
We're on the outside of the circle.
Yeah, with the rope holding onto the chest, though.
I mean, he's just holding onto it. He could just let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of a dex saving throw?
Dex safe to let go of the rope. That probably makes
Also,
yeah,
what about
that
him?
makes
He's
sense.
not
Yeah,
even,
that makes
he's
sense.
not even holding on to the rope.
No, to catch the rope and keep
Ah.
the chest from
Oh.
falling into the lava.
We were a little
Or
confused.
you can just let the chest fall into the lava. But this is to try to keep it from doing so.
12.
11.
DC was 13.
You're kidding.
So the rope just slips through our hands.
Yeah,
and
so you guys just catch the rope, but not before the bottom of the chest gets drug through the lava, and just when you pull out the chest,
It's an
the
empty
bottom
chest.
half is gone, and the top half is still attached to the rope.
Can I open the chest?
It's basically just
The
the
lid.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
you
100%
can.
aware.
It's just a lid. You just put it on the floor.
You can open up the chest on the lid, and you do notice that
I look down as there's just snow.
magically one normal healing potion just kind of apparates out of pity
That's the host of the thing
into
going pity.
the lid of the chest. Because one, that was great entertainment for all of the audience watching you guys go through that experience, and two, they all just feel horrible for you guys. At
Like
this current moment.
we are the one group who managed to be smart enough to not die to that, and then that's what we got.
So what did the button do?
Turned it off.
Turned what off?
So that's where I kind of.
Oh, is the
Changing
idea
the
that you're
rope.
supposed to just open it where it sits and get the stuff out and then walk away?
No, the idea is that the trap is just like the button was to turn the trap off. I just kind of played with it a little bit because I thought it was more
For
fun
comedy?
that
You
way.
know, actually, no, I like that. That's okay. I'm okay with that. We turned the trap off so it didn't immediately kill us.
Yeah. Basically, what would have happened is the trap normally, like as soon as you get there, like before you would have just like stepped over,
And then just
and
died.
then like as soon as you would have hit like the 5 foot circle, that's when it drops, and like there's just nothing you can do it because you just drop straight into it.
Got it. But the off switch actually made it accessible.
Yeah, the off switch gives you the chance to.
I'm cool with that. Even if it doesn't
Go
make
to
sense that the trap triggered anyway, like
Yeah.
I still
Well,
think it was hilarious. so.
The trap triggering anyway comes from you guys pulling it off of the pedestal.
If we kept it on the pedestal,
Yeah.
would it have?
Yeah,
It would have been fine.
it would have been fine.
That's hilarious.
That's why I was like,
I
I
appreciate that.
want to do this, and I'm like, I
I mean, you
pulling
gotta
the
admit that
chest
was a
off of
smart
the
move,
pedestal
though. You
is
have
the
to
other
admit that
way
was a
to
smart
activate
move,
the
right?
Trap. Yes.
That was good. All right, well,
So we gotta go
You
into
guys
another room.
outthought
Some glory,
yourselves.
huh?
You guys outthought yourselves on that one. I'll put it that way.
Gleph.
I walk into another room.
We're both so defeated. Like, do you want to let's just look for the other key and get out of here?
I walk into another room. We're getting something.
We gotta
Okay.
get something.
You do notice in this room, this one has just a couple of like webs from what looks to be spiders, kind of in it. So, as you walk, you both need to make perception checks.
I'm not doing great with perception checks. 9?
Yeah, well, I got also a 9.
Oh my gosh, guys!
The
DC
D&D
is a 10. DC was a 10.
my.
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you guys do not notice that
There's a giant
there
spider.
is
We
a
don't notice.
giant spider descending from the ceiling behind you. It's not just like a giant spider, but it's a giant spider that's covered in ice
Oh,
and
gosh.
has frozen armor on it.
Man, these webs are disgusting.
I have a great ability as my particular type of wizard, so this will be great. So, however,
But we don't notice it. We have no
Will
idea the
we
spider is
live
coming.
long
So
enough?
we will have to roll initiative here.
I assume they would have advantage or something.
Or
The
they'll
spider
probably get
will
a
get a turn
Yeah,
first.
Surprise round. Got it.
Yeah, surprise round. Which will give it advantage on its first attacks.
I thought about taking the alert feat. I really did. But I decided to go with the ability score instead. And here we are.
Okay.
All right. So,
1 second, I gotta.
wow, even on the digital dice, I didn't mean to roll it. I rolled a 1.
Okay, my initiative rolls
you
have
good?
really been pretty decent.
Are you good?
Yeah.
This happens to me every time.
Wait, who was in front?
Me, because I went into the room first.
Oh, you're
You were
right. Oh
following
no.
me.
Okay, makes sense.
All right.
I am taking the damage. I'm okay with that. I have a higher AC anyway.
initiatives for you two.
14.
11.
All right, cool. So Gleph is going before Prince
Neanderthal.
Neander. Sorry, it took me a second. It was coming to me. And before that, both of the spiders are going.
Both of.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it.
Both of.
Both
So-
of these.
So do they get a surprise round and then we go into the regular initiative order, or?
Yep.
Okay.
You do notice. You do notice though. One of them is a giant spider. One of them is just kind of a normal, like
Baby spider.
less of an issue spider. So that one shouldn't be as bad.
Is there a place to hide among the webs? Is there an Assassin's Creed cliff I can go on the top of to airstrike them? You ever play that game? That game's great. Kind of. It's been a while since I've played. I don't know if it held up.
The 2 and 3 that I played were really good.
But
that was a long time ago.
I really enjoyed 3 and 4. I remember those were
I don't think I've played 4.
That's the pirate one. It's a good time.
Oh, I've bought that one on because I wanted to get inspiration for Raising
the-
9 Hells,
Oh, the naval
but
battles.
haven't gotten around to
Fair.
playing it, and we're almost through with the seafaring stuff for now.
Yeah.
I hope that more will be coming.
We gotta get back, don't we?
Are you just rolling damage die?
No.
Okay.
I'm rolling HP for both of them actually.
Nice.
for both of them.
Yeah.
Both
Both of these.
need to stop.
We're gonna die.
All
I'm
right.
surprised we haven't yet, I'll be honest.
What are you talking about? I've dropped to 0 hit points before.
You
That's
haven't
true.
died yet though.
You've been unconscious, not dead.
That's true. I guess we get.
I mean, you have a healing
All
potion,
right,
I have healing
so-
potions, we can revive you if
I
it's
have
needed.
2 healing potions, I believe, but they're the regular ones.
True.
They're the 2d4 plus 2.
Converting this because it's very similar. You guys are just in the cavern, and so we'll just say that
Oh, they
I
came
was-
up behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they.
So if we're in the
So,
middle going this way, they're probably
one of them
behind us.
came
Yeah.
up behind you. One of them actually is descending in front of you guys, but so kind of like that, yeah.
We're all gonna die.
So the yellow one goes first. That one's gonna rush up to Gleph and going to bite.
You mean Merc?
Sure.
Murder.
Murder is a good way of putting it. All right. Sorry, I gotta roll an attack. That's a natural 1.
Oh! We might live yet.
So instead of biting you, I'm gonna say it slips on the ice in its anticipation to get to you, and just kind of rolls straight into the wall, and falls prone. So yeah, just kind of like that, because it's taller than you, and so it kind of has to get down low to bite at you, and as it's trying to do that while transitioning from the icy floor, it just doesn't quite have its grip and just slides straight into the wall.
So if I attack it, do I have advantage because it's prone?
If you use a melee attack, sure.
Dang.
I mean, since it's prone, you're probably...
Remember, this is its surprise round though,
Oh, that's a fair point.
so it's probably not going to be prone by the time you get up. But instead of doing damage to you, it doesn't hit you at all. Which
It
is
just
not
hits
that
the wall
big.
like a dingus.
And I will say, actually, it probably would take a little bit of bludgeoning damage. Yeah, it would take 3 points bludgeoning damage.
It's a nat 1. Might as well make it hurt.
Right. The second one is going to go ahead and it's going to roll. And it's attacking Mr. Prince Neander with a 16.
That hits.
Right.
How much it hurt?
That is going to be 9 points of damage. And you now must make a Constitution saving throw for me.
9 points of damage. Constitution saving throw. Oh my gosh. Oh. 3? Is a 3 safe?
No,
That's a three
a 3
save.
does not save, so
You sure a 3 isn't safe? Please?
Positive. You take 6 points of poison damage.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And that's all, actually. You're only poisoned if you go to 0.
Okay. Hey, how does 2 hit points sound? Ouch. Oh my gosh.
This would have been a pretty fair fight had you guys
Seen him coming?
not that and not lost hit points
Mm,
at the start of your journey in this
mm-hmm.
location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to know something? Ow.
I'm sorry. I thought that was...
Ouch. Never mind. I'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be good. Probably.
All right.
I mean, I'll be good. I don't know about you.
I have some ideas. I have some pretty good ideas.
Did you know Thief has a really cool ability called use an object as a bonus action?
Did you also know that I thought we already had that established in the campaign? We can use potions as a bonus action.
Oh, cool. Never mind.
I'm gonna keep that rule.
I appreciate that.
But if you drink the potion, you also have to drink a bottle of poison that negates all. Just kidding.
I can. Fine, I guess.
Nah, yeah, go for it, man. I don't care.
Okay. Well, whose turn is it? It ain't mine.
Well, so now we're back. Now we're to the top of the
We're
initiative
back
order,
to the
right?
next turn. So Spider 1 is just gonna take his turn to flip back over.
Oh, okay.
Spider 2 is going to go for.
Technically takes
Mr.
half his movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need every inch I can get here.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say that he just spends his whole turn flipping back over. And because he's a spider, he fell down. Just, it was a thing. Spider number 2 is gonna attack you.
If you roll lower than a 15, I live. If not, I die.
That went off the table, so it doesn't count. That is a 12.
Are you sure?
No, it's a 12 to hit.
It's like, well, that's looking
Yeah,
at
you
20.
stop for a moment. I'm just like, was that a mercy roll? Who
Looking
knows?
at
No,
20.
no, you can look
That's a
right now.
12.
It's a
Okay,
7.
cool.
It is a 7.
Just making sure. I'm still alive somehow.
Trust me, I'm not giving you a mercy when if he survives, he can still resurrect you later on.
I have a really great idea. I just need you to listen to what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It is Left's turn.
Get behind me as I run around to this side of the... And I can't do it right now, otherwise I will kill him.
You can hold Can you hold an action?
I can hold an action. I am going to hold the casting of Thunder Wave at a 2nd level
Okay.
until he is behind me.
Fair enough. Right, that's your turn.
Yes.
It's your turn, Prince Neander. What would you like to do?
Don't need to tell me twice. I'll use bonus action, get behind him.
You mean bonus action disengage?
Disengage. Bonus action.
Bonus
get
action,
behind
get behind him!
That's a
new
great.
one.
That's a great skill. As a
New
bonus action,
one.
you can just get behind someone,
Alright, so you get behind him.
and then
You
I'll use
still
my
have your
action. I will use my action. How risky do I want to be right now? I'm going to
You're
use
the
my
one with
bonus
2 hit
action,
points.
and I'm going to just lean to the side, and I'm going to crossbow bolt him.
Do it.
Okay.
Oof! Hey, does a 12 hit?
It does not.
It doesn't hit?
Just glances
Are you
off
sure?
the armor of the.
Are you really
the
sure?
frosty armor of the spider.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
I went for glory. Pain is temporary. Glory is forever.
So, I'm going to cast Thunderwave at a 2nd level. I also have an ability, as the type of wizard that I am, I can replace the damage type of whatever spell with another type that I have in my spell book. So I'm going to use fire damage from Burning Hands,
Okay.
so that I can do 3d8 fire damage instead of thunder damage.
That's fair.
The
Very fair.
spiders need to make a Constitution saving throw. And
Was
I'll
it,
hit
is
both of
Thunderwave
them.
the one that pushes them away as well?
Let's look. So it's a 15-foot cube originating from me. They are pushed 10 feet away if they fail.
Okay. You said Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
What's the DC?
14.
The highest was an 11. The other got a 2. So
Let's go!
Let's do it!
We are
All right.
surviving by the skin of our teeth.
That's an 8. That's what I'm talking about.
Another one. 5.
That's a
Pretty
5,
good.
okay.
Still good. Still
12.
good.
And a 1. So, so 14 points of damage. They both get pushed 10 feet away.
okay. Yeah. Just ask you, how do you want to do this?
Yeah! That's what I was talking about! I was hoping to just melt their armor. Instead, I just melt them! Mark that spell slot.
I did not roll well on either of their HP, so they were both under 28, and you just did 28 damage to both of them.
We both get our time of glory.
28 damage to both of them? Oh, because
'Cause
fire
you
is...
doubled you doubled it.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, it's a frost spider. What else would you expect? from
I mean,
that?
that's fair.
Pretty good.
Basically, I expect... So he gets behind me, and as I'm like prepping the spell, he reaches around, shoots his bolt at it, and then I clap my hands together as just this wave of fire just spreads out from me, kind of sending the spiders rolling back, but essentially just melting at the same time and turning to steam. Suddenly, the room is very hot and steamy.
You ever see the end, when in a rocket and there's like fire coming out? Like that's the door of the cavern.
All right. Told you I'm a gladiator.
You might just be one yet, Clef.
All right. So after defeating them, you guys do.
Can I
happen
loot
to
their
notice-
body? If there is one left.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
20.
You do manage to find 3 frozen spider teeth that have not been melted.
That's how. This is the most 20s I've ever rolled in my life.
Yeah.
Same,
I
actually.
don't know what to give you for a natural 20 when he melted their bodies into steam. So you get 3 spider teeth.
Like,
that
how big are
frozen.
they? Like this big?
Yeah, they're decent. Like, you could probably, like, if you really wanted to, you could take them and turn them into some kind of a knife. Like, if you really wanted to.
Hey,
You're
bud.
probably
So they're
not
like a
going to be
foot
able to
long?
do that, like, in
Now.
these conditions. But theoretically, you could.
3 spider teeth. I'm cool with that.
And who knows? Maybe later on they'll have some other properties that might be useful to you. You'll never know.
Very well. I have 3 ice spider teeth.
I also could have just used Burning Hands. Looking at it, would have done 4d6 damage.
This was cooler.
But you don't know for sure if you would have been. It would have been about. The same,
It's
though.
it's just a dex save on their part. Like
Yeah.
it's still a saving throw.
Was it a 1 first level or second
But their
level?
dex is definitely better than their constitution. so
Okay,
it changes
and that's
things as
and
well.
which thinking about, I think that's probably my better bet too.
Yeah.
True.
Well, you think there's another one of those glowing spheres in the next room? 'Cause I really hope so.
What is in this room?
So there is. You do notice there is a chest in this room.
Does it look trapped?
The point of traps is that they don't look
Would you
trapped.
like to make an investigation check?
Can I also make an
Yeah, I was gonna
investigation
say, can
check?
he
I'll have you guys both.
investigation?
Yep.
Oh man, investigation is way better. I have a +6 for investigation.
Oh, you're amazing at investigation. What the heck?
Wizards
It's a
are-
21.
Yeah.
I
No,
forget.
it is not trapped.
Sweet.
Sick.
You gather that with this one, all you had to do is defeat the creatures, and this one isn't as. This one you noticed there were footprints coming back from. Like this one wasn't as hard as some of the other ones.
Gosh, this wasn't even the final one, was it? The like actual key, huh?
No,
Anyway.
it's not the act. The key you can
We're
see
I am
clearly.
almost dead, and here we are.
Okay, what's in the chest?
You do notice that there are 4 more normal healing potions,
Dang.
and then there is what just appears to be a so it's kind of like an ice crystal cup,
Ooh.
and then inside of it is just this liquid that makes it look almost like it's boiling magma. But like when you actually like hold your hand over it to see is it hot or not, like there's no heat coming from it at all. So it looks like it's like boiling magma, but there's no heat to it.
It's like in a ice cup.
Yeah.
Do you think it does anything? My learned
it,
friend?
Does it look like a potion?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Or Arcana, maybe? Nah, just intelligence.
No, just to see if it's a potion, it'd be intelligence.
That's fair.
14.
Yeah, you could gather this is probably a potion of some sort.
So do we drink it now?
Well, potions probably have a limited use, huh? Maybe wait till something tries to kill us?
Okay. Speaking of potions, I am going to give him 2 of the regular healing potions.
Oh, wow, thank you.
So I would recommend taking those now at least.
How many potions do you actually have, friend?
I have 4 more of those regular healing potions.
Oh, okay. I will hold on to mine then. And I will take 1 greater healing potion. Or should we just take a short rest? Do you want to take a nap? Take a nap in the spider cave?
I would say let's I don't know, what do you think? What is the best way to go forward? How often do the
you guys.
spiders respawn?
Do the spiders I look up to the sky. Hey, host, does the spiders respawn?
You do actually hear a voice kind of talking to your mind for a second.
Uh-huh.
There is no respawns. Just we reset the area for every quest.
Oh, okay. So, like, I could probably take a nap here and it'd be fine.
They don't answer that though.
Yeah. That probably speaks for itself. Thank you for the tip. I'm gonna curl up into a ball and take a nap in the corner.
Well, I guess if we're doing that, should we look look around for, you know, while we're doing our short rest, any like hidden compartments in any of the rooms and see if we find anything else in the 2 rooms that we have cleared, I should say.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm down for that as well.
Okay, great.
I didn't get it. It's a 6.
Oh, are we rolling investigation
Yeah,
as well?
roll an investigation if you're gonna be
Whoops.
clearing the room.
Okay,
and
I'm
see if
counting
there's
that.
secret compartments.
But you're rolling a d12?
No.
I mean a d6?
For my hit die.
Oh,
for
hit
the
dice.
short
Got
rest.
it. Okay, I'm gonna let my hit.
Fetch.
my
That's
hit
an
dice.
11.
You don't notice any type of secret compartments. Also, do you want to pass me a couple of those Kit Kats if there's any left?
you may. Sorry, I think I ate half the bag.
I think you ate more than half the
I
bag, to
think
be
you
honest.
I
ate
probably
a
did
lot
eat-
more than half
I think
the
I did
bag.
eat more than half the bag. My apologies.
It's okay.
I have no self-control.
So 9 plus 6 for 15 points of healing, which is going to bring me back up to full, actually.
I'm gonna take 2 of my hit dice. Oh, that was not good. Can I determine to use more hit dice, or is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? I need to. That was not. No bueno.
That's why you don't trust those AI computers.
That's
They're out to get you,
I
man.
know they are.
I'll say thank you though. I'm okay if the dice roll you got sucked.
How much do those healing potions do again?
2d4 plus 2.
I'm gonna do 2d4 plus 2. I'm gonna drink one. That was not good. Where did my d4 go? Oh, there it is. 1, 3,
Plus 2.
5.
Six.
You know what? That's
Oh, no.
that is doable.
6. Not
6?
5. 1 plus 3 plus 2.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Oh.
Appreciate that.
I thought it was a 2.
1. Was it a 2?
Did you roll a
I
1 and a
heard
2?
3. I heard him say 3.
I'm gonna go with the lower option.
All right.
And just say
2.
I take.
I would
one
go with what the
damage.
DM says. DM says
I heard
6. You
3,
take 6.
but I mean, it's 1 HP. There's no difference, and I can still kill you in one shot if I need to.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. So what was it? Did I heal 5 or 6? It was 5. Okay. There we go. Anyway. Alright, I'm ready to go. Should we go get the key now? I think
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Make it
go
quick.
straight for the key.
Right. So you guys start heading out. Based on one of your previous survival checks, which was really good, you're able to kind of navigate easily through the rest of the remaining challenges and
The s-
obstacles.
The snow isn't as disgusting as the swamp, so I
Yeah.
think my character's a lot more ready for it.
So you're able to get up. It takes you a couple hours, and it's a pretty hard climb, but you eventually reach the top, and you reach a chamber that, once again, you kind of see that same clear glass plating, and this time, it just kind of has these red sparks just kind of rolling out kind of around and through it.
So there's no ceiling.
This one there is a ceiling. There's because it's like a cave, so it's actually there is a ceiling on the inside of it.
Can I climb on? Does the walls have the same effect as the floor?
You can go ahead and make an intelligence or arcana check.
I will do that. 12 plus 14. I don't think I have any arcana. Yeah, no, it's a 14.
You don't think the floor and the walls have the same properties. The walls don't look of the clear glass like the glass on the floor of the pedestal is,
How far away is the
but
pedestal?
you don't know. It's probably only like this pedestal is a lot smaller than the one in the swamp. So this one's about 10 to 20 feet
Away from like the entrance.
away from the entrance, and it's probably only about 15 feet like circumference.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And you also kind of gather there, you do notice there is another path leading outside of the...
That math doesn't add up, but okay.
It's fine.
15-foot radius and a 15-foot circumference.
Hey, do you know that trick
Sorry,
we did
so-
that like didn't kill us last time? Like it worked out pretty good. Do you want to do that again?
Well, I was just gonna grab it with Mage Hand.
15 foot
Oh, is that
While
within your
we're
mage hand
standing-
range? Yeah, that
Yeah,
works.
I have a 30-foot.
circumference, but then like 15 feet back is where like the entrance of the cave would be, and the walls of the cave.
Okay, so it's like 15 feet away from the pedestal is a wall. And or the door.
Yeah. And then the pedestal itself is 15 feet away
'Cause
from
the
key,
circumference
like
is the
15
whole-
feet to the key, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You want to just...
Yeah,
I'll just
so-
stand on the exit entrance, you just grab it, and we just not stand on this floor
go,
at all?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Standing outside of the area of the glass.
5 feet back anyway, because the range is 20 feet.
Range is 30 feet.
Range is 30 feet. Yeah, we're 30 feet away, so there's like an extra 10 feet distance between us and the floor.
When you do grab this key, you do notice that the entire thing erupts into flames. So, you feel pretty good about that. And then as you turn to go around, you don't realize there's a wall of molten... No, just kidding.
There's a wall of molten... No.
There's nothing else, and you feel like you have successfully conquered this section of the dungeon as well.
Sweet.
And
moving
as
on.
you continue to walk, the metal bars also once again pop up and start revealing everything just for fun.
Nice.
Yeah, and how much was there?
Less than the swamp.
Dang, were they running out of budget? I hope not.
No, you guys kind of gather that each individual section is different.
Got it. That makes sense.
So some that are bigger and more wide open might have more loot, but also more challenges.
makes sense.
Some of the smaller ones might have less challenges, but they're more deadly or they're more rewarding depending on what you get. So
On to key number 3.
Was there another one of those long rest balls or no?
I'll say, sorry, what?
One of the long rest balls?
There,
Or beacon, I should say.
This time, no. This
Okay.
time, you guys don't seem to notice it.
Is there like an empty pedestal where one would be?
Possibly. There may have been a couple of pedestals that just didn't seem to do anything.
If I take out my crystal ball. Put it on the pedestal, does it turn on?
You know what? We'll leave it up to chance.
Oh, here we go.
I like this. I like this.
I like being on the receiving end of this.
Anything of an 11 or above? No. I want to make it less. So let's do 14 or above.
Okay.
It will recharge it.
And then we get a long rest for free? Let's see.
17. Right. You guys get...
You ever just find a glitch in the game?
But upon doing that, that crystal ball
Does it shatter?
just disappears.
Worth it.
Gone.
Worth it. Worth it.
Gone. I will admit that one I was not expecting. So
Let's
Well
go.
All right. Long
Let's go.
well done.
Now you should regret taking that health potion.
I'm
Now
okay with it.
we're just gonna kill you first in the next
Okay, sounds good.
Take a long rest. All right.
Let's go.
My whole one missing spell slot came back.
Let's go.
I need to
will
use spells more often.
Say, just for sake of time, we'll probably skip the third key.
Okay.
Okay. I just
So
We
assumed-
found
you guys
We
did
found
get-
it.
you
Literally,
guys-
we put the pedestal
No.
on, and then the game glitches, and then we find an exploit, and we just grab the third key
Yeah.
from the item pool.
No, it just suddenly you see in your inventory it says keys 2x, and suddenly when it glitches, you suddenly see it that says 3x.
Like, let's go.
In your inventory, you just now have 3x keys.
It's like an integer limit. You go like it accidentally removes it, and then it hits 0, but there is no 0, so it wraps back around to 255.
pretty much.
Like, we have 255 keys. This is great.
if
So
we complete the quest for the other groups as well, does that mean
you
on to
guys
the final key?
do come to the door where the keys go in. Now, as you walk up, all three of the keys just kind of magically like lift out of whatever you were carrying them with, and just float straight into the door and just start turning.
252 keys. Nice.
Not 255 of them, but 3 of them.
So I have 252 left, is what you're saying.
Yes. You have 252 magical keys
that don't
that
do
don't
anything.
do anything and weigh nothing. Congratulations.
Thank you for indulging me in this very, very obscure video game thing.
In fact, actually, all 252 of those keys are now floating around you, looking at you and judging you for everything you do.
Yeah. Oh, I love
They've
this.
all gotten smaller too, so now it's like they're just normal keys, and they all just look like they just are judging you at every stage, like every step you, everything you do.
My character is
They're just,
oblivious. He's like, nice,
shaking.
I have an audience now.
So yeah. So as the final door opens, it reveals a darkened cavern. Inside of this cavern, there is
I have dark vision.
There it is.
inside.
I
of
wouldn't
this
have done it, but
cavern,
Jeremy pointed at me.
there is a large pedestal in the center of the room. Stairway leading up to it, and on that pedestal is this just giant gem. The middle of the gem looks to be this really just radiant, brilliant red ruby.
We're gonna fight the dragon thing as
Under
our
it.
final boss.
Under
no.
it, there is 4 sapphires almost connected together, and then a ton of just smaller, like, aquamarines, just kind of smaller blue type of gems, all kind of lifting and raising in kind of like a synchronization, making it look as if this ruby is just kind of floating on the sea, like a wave on the sea.
That's really cool.
You do, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, my perceptions are so bad this game. 7.
14.
You notice nothing, but you notice that there are just piles of bones all over the room.
You're actually, you know what? That fits. The kleptomaniac is like, gems.
Gems. I want.
I'm
Like,
"Hey, hold on. Hold on. He's like, gems. He's like stepping forward
This
towards
And you
turns
just
out to
grab
pull an
his-
Abu from Aladdin.
I'm gonna pull an Abu. Yeah, you just grab my shirt. I'm like, huh? What?
I'm
Where
like,
are we?
there are
Oh
bones
gosh, where are we?
everywhere.
All my keys like stop and look at me like, excuse me? Like, you're an idiot.
What would you guys like to do?
You want to check for some traps?
Gladly.
Oh, I guess if it's investigation, I should probably do that.
I will check as well. Might as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Can I say my investigation was more specific? Maybe I'm looking at the bones to see like what killed them, if possible.
I'm checking for traps.
Okay, you're checking for traps. You can do that, but then you're not going to find traps.
I'm okay with that.
I got a 14 for trap checking.
You don't see anything. You don't notice any traps.
Got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Surprisingly, most of these piles of bones don't really look like anything's harmed them. Like they look like they've been piled together. So whatever killed those things or things like that, like if it was something that killed them, the damage didn't reach to the bone.
It cleans up after itself.
And
So,
or
yeah.
those are not normal skeletons.
Yeah.
Is there an exit in this room?
No exit.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's we get the gem, and then hopefully we're teleported out of here. Well, I don't want to just pick up this gem, do you? Because apparently we're gonna die.
I cast Mage Hand and it floats next to me.
I mean, that's pretty good. Can I pick up one of the skulls on the skeleton?
Sure.
Does anything happen?
You notice that it starts to, like, its eye sockets start to track you. So it starts looking at you, like,
I knew it! I freaking knew it. I said,
wherever your face goes, it will follow, kind of.
I kind of took my hand and just go, can we make a deal? Can you not do this? I kind of just want to go home.
I have 252 keys with your name on
I
it.
have 252 keys with your name on it. Or I guess I can divide them amongst all of your skeleton heads.
Shake
I put it down.
back and forth
No?
for just half a second.
I mean, yeah, I could have probably guessed that. Anyway, thank you, and I put the skull back on the pile.
It's still tracking you. It hasn't stopped.
I mean, I'm
You guys walk
Oh my God,
away or
there it is.
anything like that, and it's just gonna keep
It just
following
keeps looking.
along.
See, I've
I'm
got
like-
the idea that it's like cameras, and that's how the audience is watching us.
Oh, okay. I mean, the skull reacted, though. It's like, well, I'm under the impression that, like, these things are gonna body us the moment we grab this gem. So, like, what's the situation here? We got walls, we got ceilings. Do
Yeah,
any of the
so it
skeletons
just-
look armed? Like, is there, like, weapons lying around?
You don't see any weapons. It's basically just this big rock cavern. You can't really tell where the ceiling is. It goes up high enough that like your dark vision doesn't see it.
Mhm.
You do see that the room itself is probably about round like 120 feet total,
Mhm.
and it's basically just like a round room. In the middle of it is the Ruby of the Sea, kind of just like up high enough so anyone can see it as soon as they walk in, type of a deal. That's all you can tell. There's it's kind of like a ziggurat almost, where like you walk
it's like
up a
the
level
stairs.
and then like there's like you could walk around like a level and then like walk up a little more, but it's more of a round ziggurat, not like the normal shape of a ziggurat.
Yeah. Well, I'm expecting a fight when this happens. So
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yes, you can. How is there a range to detect magic?
30 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet centered on me for 10 minutes.
Within 30 feet, and if you're walking around, you don't notice anything magical on like the outer edges. Are you gonna walk up onto the ziggurat to try to see if that anything magical is there?
See, we know that the ziggurat is obviously going to do something. But yeah.
Okay. As soon as you step foot on the ziggurat,
I'm
Yep.
right next to him.
the bones in the room start to just gather together.
Yeah, could have expected that,
Start
Joe.
to swirl into this rather large-looking creature. You guys would probably know of them from hearing tales of them through your travels. This is a bone minotaur.
Oh gosh.
So,
Ah. Is the skull I was talking to, is that like the main skull?
no, that skull is still on the ground. In fact, all of the skulls are still on the ground, but all the rest of the bones have now kind of twisted and contorted themselves to fit into this skeleton of a massive half-man, half-cow beast.
Hey bud, you and your friends will grab all of your skulls and you can leave with us.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Nothing happens? Okay, well,
Can you use your keys to attack?
probably not. This is a glitch.
I know.
It's just a visual bug. Unless the DM says otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the keys are just flavor at this point, but I like the effort.
You ever break a game so bad where it's like you can tell it's struggling and there's this is what the keys remind me of. Well, the minute I assume we're rolling initiative now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative and give me a minute because
You
I've
got
gotta
it.
do some stuff here.
Yes, sir.
Oof. Yeah, Gleph is a little bit more taken aback on this one. Got a 12.
Just pick up the skull. Hey, can we like make a deal? No. Okay. Fine. How far away is where we are to the gem? Actually, hold on for that.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, finish your
Sorry.
stuff first.
Was that, oh.
Oh.
Oh. It's H2O. It's distilled water, technically.
It's just weak. Water is just weaker alcohol.
I mean, yeah.
What's the chemical formula of whatever the heck?
Hydrogen peroxide?
The hydrogen
Which is
peroxide?
what that is, I think? Or is it isopropyl alcohol?
Oh, so it's the same as H2O, but it just has more oxygen in it.
Oh, yeah, hydrogen peroxide. It's
Yeah, hydrogen. Yeah, peroxide.
So it's
It's HO5.
HO5. Is that what it says on there?
Oh, hold on. I mean, it doesn't say on here, but that's usually how they say, like, peroxide means 5 oxygen.
See, I always thought that it was 1 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. That's what made it so reactive, is that in order to be like...
Let me see here.
Yeah, so this is isopropyl alcohol.
Chemical formula of isopropyl alcohol. C3H8O.
What about hydrogen peroxide?
Chemical formula of hydrogen peroxide. H2O2. So it just has an extra thing of oxygen.
So it has an extra thing of oxygen.
Oxygen is very reactive. How do I remember that from high school? It's been years.
No, I remember that too. Hydrogen is also pretty.
It is, but
reactive.
H2O is stable because the hydrogens make up for the oxygen.
Yeah.
All right, I am ready to go. Sorry.
All right, should we draw this out here? Okay, so how do we want to do this?
So I
guess is-
assume we're
So-
at the foot of the ziggurat.
Yeah, you're at the foot of the ziggurat. The beast would have landed on about one of the landings about halfway up the ziggurat. That landing is kind of the widest, so it has the most space on it. And then, kind of as the ziggurat gets closer to the pedestal for the Ruby of the Sea, it just gets smaller and smaller, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Wait.
And then how far away is the ruby and us? Like,
So I would put it, you guys are down at the bottom.
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking this way for some reason.
Oh, I was thinking that it went up that way too.
And then the ruby is where? Here?
Because if we're. Yeah, can it be that the ruby's up this way?
Sure.
So that way we have room to fight and whatnot?
Yeah, that's fair. The ruby is probably about like 100 feet away from the base of the ziggurat,
Okay, so it's like.
but it's like up all
Far.
the steps and stuff.
Because
that
to be
makes
honest,
sense.
I was wondering, like, what if we just beeline it for the ruby?
and use it as a
I mean,
port
it's
key
a
and get out?
possibility. You guys have to decide
We'll
what you
assume
wanna
we
do.
are discussing this while, like, as soon as the Minotaur shows up, I'm just like, hey, should we just beeline it or what?
Yeah. And so everyone go ahead and roll initiative now at this point.
Oh, already did.
I
12.
already did as well. Dirty 20.
Oh, that Minotaur didn't. I should have taken the first roll. Oh. Okay. So, dirty 20,
Yep.
12. Right, so. Prince. Leander. Then Gleph. Then the Minotaur. Cool. Alright, so you are up first, Prince Leander.
I'm assuming it's a large creature, right?
It would. Let me actually look. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a large creature.
Okay. Do I see anywhere to hide?
Around the ziggurat, no. It's pretty open. But there are, like, piles of rocks, even some piles of bones that remain that you could hide elsewhere, but you're not going to be close to the ziggurat, if that makes sense.
Got it. Okay.
So there's like a pile of bones over here,
Yeah, that kind
like
of
a
stuff.
pile of bones over there.
Yeah. If you're trying to hide on the ziggurat, though, you're not.
It's not going to work.
You'd have to try to play with the angles, like get it on a lower angle than you. Then maybe you can hide from above, or like try to like sidle up to the wall, and it's going to be a harder.
But it's
harder
rather
chance to make.
unlikely.
It's unlikely in your current state with it standing above you.
Got it.
You
So-
can get above it, then maybe less.
The ruby is that way?
Yeah,
It's
straight
up
the
the
stairs.
ziggurat.
That way.
Up the ziggurat.
Well-
And this thing would be a. So if you guys are at the base of the ziggurat heading towards the ruby, this thing is on the ziggurat, stopping you from heading towards the ruby.
Got it.
So
Oh,
if
this
that's
thing is-
that thing.
This
it's
thing is on the ziggurat?
keeping you from going straight up to the ruby.
Well,
Boy, this is so backwards from what I thought it was.
oh well, that's the path we took to get.
That's why I was. That's sorry, I got confused because
All
I'm
good.
looking at the ziggurat going. If they're going up it, they should probably not be, but whatever. So it's all good.
I look at you and I say, well, should we just beeline it, or you think we want to go for the glory?
As a gladiator, I think I'm obligated to go for the glory.
Very well.
Who's first? Him?
Prince Neander is first.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna just need you to trust me, and I'm going to step right behind you, and then I'm gonna hold my action. Or no, wait. Cause can I hold my action to like change what turn I go in?
No.
What?
No, you can't. Like, say like I go out. Like for me to say I want to go after he does.
So when you hold an action, you literally just hold your action. You don't get your bonus action or your movement
Okay.
when you've
Dang.
held an
You
action.
can do that.
You
So
can-
like if you want to hold an attack to go after him, yes, you can.
Okay. Dang. Because I was hoping to hopefully get him within 5 feet of the guy before I attack, but...
No, so I'm going to cast Fog Cloud on my turn to give you cover.
That works.
It's one
So-
way of getting around that.
So it burns my whole turn, but
Okay, well, I will hold my attack and just wait right behind him.
why still behind me?
Wait, are you gonna go up? Wait, hold on. This is way too much discussion during a turn.
I'm gonna say for 6 seconds.
For
you
6
guys have had
seconds,
quite
we
the
are
mental
literally arguing with
conversation
each other. The Minotaur is walking towards us, and I say, "You know what? I'm pretty fast. I'll just show up when you need me to, and I'm gonna try to hide like around the corner or something."
All right, yeah, you could try to make that work. You can rush around to the other side of the ziggurat.
Okay, 1, 2,
I would say it's probably about. You'd have to use 25 feet of movement to get to the corner and to be on the other side.
Okay, so that'd be.
I know it's a
right
little not.
Here. Well,
We
so
didn't,
if I was
I
here,
didn't tell you a scale,
10,
so I'm sorry.
15, 20, probably around here then.
Yeah, it'd be right around there.
Okay, so I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to bonus action hide.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Ooh, 24.
I can't see that number.
It's
It looks
15
like a
plus
4
9.
to me, so I was like, oh, no, okay. Yeah, you feel pretty confident in your head.
Okay, that was my bonus action. I'm just gonna use my action and just shoot him. Or that might not be in range. You let me know if that's not possible.
You may not be able to see him
No,
from
I'm
where
thinking
you're
that's the thing. I'm like, I think
It is a ziggurat, huh?
Because if it's if you're basically hiding behind a wall that's
You're-
like 15 feet up, how are you gonna?
you're
true.
basically like hiding line of sight from him. So if you do pop out and shoot him, he'll get a chance to perceive if you're there or not.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because you'll kind of have to like back up from the wall, because in order to see him, he'll be able to see you.
Yeah,
That's
that makes
basically how that's going to work. So if you're going to fire at him, he'll be able to see you. So I'll give him a chance to just
To
see if he
undo
can
my
perceive
stealth.
you to do the stealth.
So honestly, let me redraw this so that it is kind of more to scale,
But that was
So
a
that-
13, so he still doesn't.
so that we
Okay.
know what's going
So,
on.
all right. So I'll poke my head out, shoot, and then I'm assuming he'll make another roll to figure it out. Or
No,
Or
as
he'll-
soon as
he
you
will-
fire, he now knows. That
he will know.
Yeah. If
But-
you hit him. If you don't hit him, I'll say that then he would perceive the next round.
But to be honest, I am okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with taking the bonus action to hide just to get the advantage.
Sorry, Jeremy.
No, you're good. Like I said, I think it's going to be way easier for all of us if we just know what the scale is and what's going on.
The maps are These maps are crazy.
Okay, so
I would say the ziggurat in total. So from the middle pathway, the stairs leading up to the Ruby of the Sea, towards either side, it's going to be 25 feet. So 50 feet,
50
Kinda
feet basically is kind of this.
the base of the
length of it?
ziggurat will be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 tiles long. 3, 6, 9, 10 from here to the beginning.
To the beginning, you said?
Or from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right there.
Yeah.
That's 50 feet.
And is it a square?
You said it was kind of circular.
It's
Oh.
circular, but
Squares are
I'm
easier
okay
to draw.
with making it a square right now to make it easier to draw.
Fair.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll just kind of give it the illusion of a circle. It's a rounded square.
Yeah. It's pretty much
Circle enough.
Like it's basically a square, but it has more of a round to it, round edge to it.
Yeah. Very nice. And then the ruby's in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
you
then
just have
there's
to,
stairways
and then-
going up to it.
there's a stairway going up to it.
And the stairs are 5 feet wide or
Wait, shoot. I did it wrong.
what?
This is 25 feet. Wait, hold on. 5 times 10 was 50. Never mind, I'm right.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
good,
confused.
you're good. I would say the stairways 10 feet wide, or yeah, probably close to 10 feet wide.
There we go.
Little off of 10 feet, but if you just make it a 10-foot wide path, you'll get the picture.
And is there stairs on all 4 sides?
No, actually, it's just on 2 sides, going up
Okay.
and down. So the other 2 sides are basically just kind of like
Oh, because it's a circle.
leveled platforms, so you have like space on. So if you each level you go up, you'll then have room to like go around to the other sides, and they'll have just like flat ground. If that
Got it.
makes
So it's like
sense.
these big steps, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
they're all
assume it
just
would
big
probably
steps.
take more than just a walk to get up there. You'd probably need an acrobatics check.
Yeah, like it would. It's like a 10. Theoretically, I don't know if my dimensions would work for this, but they'd be like 10 feet high walls. So if you're trying to scramble up them instead of going up the stairs, you're gonna have to like make athletics or acrobatic checks. It's gonna be a little bit harder, and like, you know, if you do them all at once, you might have a little bit of exhaustion towards the end of it,
Yeah,
kind of a deal.
makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I did not think of the dimensions in my
We can
head
use this
very
D20
well.
as the ruby, just
Yep,
because I'm
that
not using
works.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. I see the idea.
That's kind of how that would go, yeah.
Got it. Because I mean, reason I ask is that I am a thief, and I do not lose movement speed over climbing, so
Fair.
that's something to keep in mind.
Thief is actually nice for that.
Nice where it's like, I'm just gonna climb this wall, and none of you can stop me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Okay. Does that seem a little bit better now?
That seems a little more
Beautiful.
accurate to scale.
Love it. And then we are down here.
And then I just ran to the side, so I'm assuming 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm assuming there's like a pillar or something here that I'm hiding behind.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You'd at least be able to get out of the line of sight from it.
Okay. There you go. Sorry. Just for my own sake, that makes it way easier.
Got it.
No,
We have an idea of how to fight this thing now. Let's murder a skeleton.
And he's just gonna kill you both in one shot anyway, so you know it's not gonna.
Sounds good to me.
All this work, Jeremy, for you to die in the next hit.
That's alright. At least I don't know where I am when I die. Okay, so...
Like, you know what? I'm pretty speedy. I'll just show up when you least expect me.
So go ahead and make your attack roll, George.
Yes,
with
sir. Okay, we're good. I was loud. Sorry, I dropped like 20 things. Does a 24 hurt? Or 23 hit?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Yeah, I don't know if a 24 hurts, but it does hit.
Okay, let's see if it hurts. What was my attack sword? I'm so sorry. I should have had this ready. Okay. D6. 4. Okay. Plus... So, hold on. And then 2d6, 4... 11. No, wait, 9. That was 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. 13. Plus 5.
18.
18 damage. But I am now seen by the Minotaur.
Yeah, you're now seen by the Minotaur.
So yeah, the Minotaur just sees me just like just disappear, and then suddenly I'm shooting him from a pillar.
Okay, and that ends your turn.
That's my turn.
Gleph, you are up next.
Don't
Minotaur
die.
rolled real low.
Well, so... the fog cloud, I think, is going to be a bit different now that I know the actual scale of everything.
How big is the fog cloud?
It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh wow.
So it would, like, I would cast it on the obelisk, or on the ziggurat, and it would, like, just almost encompass the entire ziggurat. So,
Well, it'd only cover like a quarter of it though.
Well, it depends on where I put it.
That's true.
But I was gonna put it on us so that we had cover and he didn't. But now that I know that he's like 10 feet away from me, I'm not doing that.
Fair.
We're just gonna we're gonna back up a bit. We're gonna back up
Maybe
10
away
feet.
from the charging range.
Away from the charging range.
Like, listen, man, this
does
is
he
a pretty
charge?
big
I don't
talk
know
for
if-
someone within charging range.
Let's do something like we should probably
Do
have fight
Minotaurs charge in
music.
D&D? I don't know. Either way, just try not to die, please.
That is the plan. Sorry, we should have something way more serious going on. Yeah. I'm gonna take the assumption that he is also very low in Constitution. So actually I need to go back to where I was so that I can
You like
do this.
step back and then you go back. Wait, never mind.
I'm gonna cast Thunderwave again.
Okay. What's that again?
It's a 14 Constitution save.
Yeah, that's a 19.
So he takes half damage. That's an 8. It's a 1. That's a 5, so that's 14 damage. So he takes half of that, so he takes 7 points of damage.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
That's not great.
Not
Really
bad.
Not great. So I guess I'm gonna see that, and I'm also gonna run behind a pillar.
Bye!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see him just kind of shrug off the damage a bit, and I'm like, or at least did that look like he kind of shrugged off the damage?
It didn't seem to hurt him as much as you would have liked.
He's not like.
He's not resistant to it, but like.
Okay, I was
just
like-
saying, like he saved, so it didn't seem to
Okay.
do as much as you would have.
Yeah, so I see that, and I book it behind the other
Like,
pillar.
bye.
Yeah.
Let's see what his movement speed's like.
Yep. So
So what's his move?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. He's gonna go after the one who hurt him more than.
Of course he
Mage.
will. Why am I not surprised? Please, I'm squishy.
So he's got 40 feet of movement to get towards you.
I'm assuming... So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Yep.
That would be my assumption.
Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna die now. For the listeners, the cube is empty that we're using for large creatures, so I just made it eat. Eat my dice.
No. And I forgot, you do have your extra d4 of damage that I
I forgot! Thank you!
Oh yeah, one point.
give you 1 point.
Is he bloodied? Was that the difference between life and death? Let's see.
He's dead now. You're welcome.
Let's go!
He's gonna go ahead and. Sorry, I totally just lost my train of thought there for a second.
Nice show.
Yeah, let's
He's gonna go ahead and try to
feed them to our
gore
enemy.
you.
Gore me.
Yep.
That's a lot of dice, bro.
No, that was me. It fell off the edge again, so I
Okay.
re-rolled it. It does a 13 hit.
No, it doesn't.
Lucky you. Then he can't do anything else, and that's his turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay. My turn again?
Your turn again.
Well. So how does climbing work again in D&D?
It's half your movement, I believe.
Yeah.
Except I'm a thief, so it's not half my movement.
So you could theoretically climb. I would say each one you go up is 10 feet of movement total.
10 feet. So it would be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I can't move through this pillar, though, so... And he's gonna murk me, so...
Yeah.
As long as I'm not within charging distance. Do Minotaurs charge? I don't know, but here we are. Disengage action, 5, 10. And then this is 15 plus 10 for the climb. So this is 25. And then I'll just move 5 feet away again.
Okay.
So there's at least a 10-foot wall between me and him. Sounds good to me.
So he's just below the... How tall is he?
I would say he's not that. He's a large creature. I'd say he's probably about 15 feet tall.
Oh, so I'm on top of the wall and then I just see him just eyeing me down.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool. Well, I still have an action, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Can I do a dash action?
You can.
Let's go. Okay.
So 30 more feet.
So 10 up, 15. Wait, does this is 10 or is 15?
Going up is 10.
So up 15 right there.
Yeah.
And then up again
30.
30.
So now you could potentially theoretically
Nah.
hide from him if like, you wanted to.
Nah. I already used my bonus action, so that's my turn.
Yeah. Okay.
My turn was running like a coward.
Left. Your turn.
All right then.
19.
I mean, I guess that I'm just gonna kind of try different types of damage and see if he's, if there's anything that like does more damage. So I don't like
What,
have
you-
a ton of stuff that I can use.
Hey, Clef, what are skeletons weak to? You got
what
no
I,
idea.
What I know is that a history check I can make.
Go ahead and make. Yeah, I'll say history check. Go for it.
It's a +6. Oof. 17.
You do know from some of the books you've read, and actually no.
No, wait, you
You're
have short-term
black,
memory.
you're black. So you have just this moment in your head where all of a sudden you don't remember where you heard it, you don't remember where you found it, but you know
I think he has ADHD.
skeletons.
You know what? Now that
Skeletons don't like to be hit with bludgeoning damage.
bludgeoning damage, not force damage.
No, bludgeoning.
Fetch.
It doesn't really help either of you, but
Yeah.
now you know.
Everything I have is sharp.
I can hit him with my staff.
Is that bludgeoning?
And if I take away, and if I do
Yeah, that's
anything other than
bludgeoning damage.
finesse, then I don't
You
get
could hit
sneak
him with your
attack.
staff. Come on, gladiator mage. What are you doing? Charge this thing. Let's go.
I think he might be too far away to actually hit it within 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm too far away at the moment, but I assume
I'll
he's
let
coming
you
for me.
Throw your staff at him for bludgeoning.
Yeet!
I bet I don't get it. I'm just gonna hit him with magic missile and I guess bring him over here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll do magic missile. Yeah, we'll just piss him off. So we'll do magic missile just at a first level. So 1d4 plus 1 damage for each bolt, and that's 3 of them. So 3. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go back a little bit. So it was a 2, and I'm just gonna add all the other
That would
bonus
help.
after.
Okay.
So 5, 7, plus 3 for 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Pew pew pew!
Hi.
He's been doing the same thing to me. He was
Yeah.
waiting for your turn to be over.
All right. So yeah, he's gonna start going
I'll
towards
just stand
left.
right in between. I'm gonna put this pile of bones right in between me and him, so that he has to. Because I really
He will
just.
walk straight.
Yeah,
through the
that's
pile of
exactly
bones.
what I don't know. I just love the imagery of him
Yeah.
just sprinting through and just bones flying.
Go ahead and move him forward
Towards him.
towards him.
How much?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Go through
35,
the bones. Go through the bones.
40.
So you're in.
Yeah,
you're in-
you're right. I probably would have gone. No, let's be honest. I probably would have gone there.
I'm gonna say I feel like you would still be within range.
Just barely, though. Holy
He
cow.
would have probably done it.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
you went like up.
I went-
here.
yeah, I did
would've had
straight.
him
You
go
would've had him do
straight,
diagonal,
right
yeah.
there.
That's fair.
And it's gonna go ahead and try to gore you as well. And I think that a 23 hits.
Hey, does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Does a 23
Keep in
hit?
mind, my face is still stained with blood.
Oof, that's gonna be 10 points of damage from the gore. And then he gets charged. If the skeleton moves at least 10 feet straight toward a target and then hits it with a gore attack on the same turn, target takes extra damage.
So they can charge.
You take an extra 3 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Good.
All of
down
that
to-
damage was piercing damage.
So I'm down to 17 hit points. Every time I have gotten hurt, I've been dealt more than 10 points of damage when I've been from 30, if that makes sense. So it's like I've never been in the 20s
Just
in terms
from
of hit
30
points. I
to-
just go straight from 30 to usually 19.
Dang, man, I'm
Jeez.
sorry. Apparently 30s haven't been good for you. The 30s have not been good for you.
This is gonna suck. Like,
I. Is it my turn now?
Yeah. And I will say, he's starting to look like he's getting hurt. So you definitely got some wear and tear, and some of the bones have kind of dropped off of the
So,
skeleton.
did you scream when you got hurt?
yeah.
Okay, so I hear you're in pain, and I'm like, oh no. Here's my character's thought process. Do I kill the Minotaur, or do I go for the gem hoping that it ends the battle?
What did your character do?
He's a kleptomaniac.
He would go for the gem.
He would go for the gem.
Go for the
no! I hate this character. I'm not playing this character again. I don't like being mean. Frick. Okay. Is it a 10-foot gap between this and the stair as well?
No, that's a 5-foot gap as long as you're on the thing.
Okay, 5,
Because then you kind of the stair
10, 15,
visually the stairs
20.
would branch out at that point, so it's
Got
like
it.
you can just walk straight out that way.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But if you want to go up like the walls themselves,
it would be 10 feet.
it's a 10-foot climb up to the next level.
Got it.
The stairs makes it so you don't have to do that 10-foot climb
Got it.
as
So
you don't have to make checks for it.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can definitely you can definitely make it from where you were
Well-
to the gym.
Do I sense any traps? Will that be an action, bonus
That is
action,
gonna
free
be an
action?
to check for your traps. Is that what you want to do with your turn?
Do I risk it for a biscuit?
He's probably dead in the next turn anyway, so you
I have
can-
17 hit points
Yeah.
left. Don't you
I
dare.
mean, depending on how much damage the Minotaur does.
He did 13 points of damage this last time.
Like, just a quick look at it. Like, what does it look like? It's on the waves. You got the red gem floating.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. I don't know.
I risk
there's a golden pedestal under it that's shiny and nice
Not the
and
pedestal.
bright.
Something is contemplating, how do I get the pedestal into my bag too?
No, I was wondering, like, this reminds me of the chest with the molten lava.
You're getting
Wait, I still have that potion that looks like magma.
Would
Continue.
a bonus action use an object allow me to grab the gem?
Yes.
Should.
Action
Yeah.
to check for traps.
Okay, go ahead and check for traps. Make an investigation check.
Come on, please be good. 19 plus what's my investigation?
Looks like a 4.
I think so. Holy cow. Yeah, 23.
23. No, you're not seeing any traps.
I grab the gem.
Okay, you go ahead and grab the gem.
Does anything happen?
Currently, no. Currently, no.
Okay.
Currently!
So is that my turn then?
Did you use everything?
That was my action and
Yeah.
bonus action to use an object.
That was your turn.
I'm
Left.
going to.
I yell, I think the game should end now, right? You yell and the Minotaur's still in front of you. No!
Doesn't seem ended to me. And I use my bonus action to take that magma potion thing.
Okay.
What happens?
So, as you drink it, you feel this just kind of weird, almost like an icy hot sensation going through your body. So, like, your body just suddenly freezes, and everything just, like, feels like it gets super stiff, and just
Did I
just as quickly,
paralyze myself?
yeah, just as quickly, it turns into this warm, burning sensation throughout your body. Basically, what it does is it allows you to choose either ice damage, or frost damage, or fire damage. You get an extra d6.
You know what? Just extra damage in general, I will take.
This one, though, isn't quite as good as... This one, since it's a potion, it's a one-time use. So you get one extra d6 of both frost and fire, but you kind of get to choose which one you want to use first.
Got it.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to use my action to smack him with my quarterstaff and just do some bludgeoning damage. And... Oh, gosh. I'm going to be sick. Fetch. Ooh! Is that a 3? Yeah. So that's a 3 plus 4 for a 7.
You go to smack him, and he just parries the blow with his great axe that he's got.
Just bounces right off him.
Stay alive,
hard.
Glyph!
Well, I'm...
Is it still... Has he still used the frost or fire thing, or is that only when he hits?
I'm gonna make it only when he hits. So
Okay.
he gets,
Kind of you.
but it also only lasts 10 rounds, so like if you were to not hit
In the next
in
minute.
the next minute, you lose it completely.
Got it.
Well,
Can't...
I can't disengage. I can't.
I mean, you can move
I
around
can-
him without leaving his line of attack.
And what does that
but
do?
I don't know. Probably not much.
Take it like a man, I guess. Here we go.
You are a gladiator. after
You are a
all.
gladiator!
All right. Well, I mean, you keep him from being able to use his charge attack again. So
That is true.
you got that going for you. He's
Yeah, but
gonna
that did
go
so little
ahead-
damage compared to what just his gore attack did.
Yeah, it does a 20... 22.
Why is there still more coming? Is that 20?
I like how the music started sounding very heroic as you're about to die. Oh my gosh.
You take 8 points of slashing damage.
8 points. Okay, I'm
He's
down
still
to 9
alive.
hit points.
Still alive, bud. Oh gosh.
Did you already use all of your healing potions as well?
No, I still
Okay.
have a couple of those.
Okay.
I just how many do I have? Oh,
My turn?
I have 4 healing potions. Of the regular ones, you hoarded all the greater healing potions.
Sorry. My character's greedy. I'm sorry. This was a... Why couldn't I choose a nicer flaw? Dang it.
So, as you sit
have
there
one.
holding the ruby,
Before my turn starts.
you feel like something should happen. But nothing's happening.
What was
Well,
that
I
about
said,
faith?
well, screw it then. I'm gonna just book it down the ziggurat.
You feel like you notice that the shine of the ruby isn't fully complete. And it actually almost feels like, now that you can see it up close, the ruby has this liquid inside of it. The liquid isn't full yet.
Ay, ay, ay.
Go ahead, I'll have you make Make an intelligence check.
Very well. Where's my
This is gonna be a high DC, so
intelligence?
yeah.
I'm glad intelligence wasn't my dump stat this time around. That was strength. Just straight intelligence, no like perception or or investigation or anything.
Yeah, just straight intelligence.
Yeah, that's true. This is kind of a free action. 14. It's not very good.
There's something to do with the liquid, but you can't put your finger on it.
Got nothing.
You know that like somehow you need the liquid to be like full, but you have no idea how that happens.
Or even what liquid it is, probably.
Also true, but I don't. You're probably not as concerned with what liquid is inside of this thing right now.
Probably. Well, you want to know something? I put it in the same pocket the crystal ball was in last time. And I'm going to book it down. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
It just comes leaping and bounding down.
You see that gif from like Cloudy and a Chance of Meatballs and there's like the police officer running? Have you seen that before?
Yes.
That. And I'm going to stab it in the back with my rapier.
Okay.
Please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit. 17.
Does
Plus,
it?
let's go. Okay, it does sneak. It is sneak attack because he's right there, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And actually, I would even get advantage because he's flanking.
If you do flanking rolls, that's up to him, though.
Technically, yeah. You can go ahead and roll if you want to roll for the natural 20.
One lower, so oh well.
Doesn't matter. Still hits.
Okay. D8, 7, 10, 16
16 points of damage.
plus 5.
21 points.
21 points of damage.
That makes my life easier because that math is easier to do. Oh. He's getting pretty hurt.
I still have a bonus action, yeah?
Yeah, you do. I don't know what bonus action you're going to take, but you do have one.
You could do an offhand attack.
Do I have an item? I have a use an object. What happens if I just stab him with one of the spider fangs? Would that do anything, or does that count as an attack? That'll count as an attack, huh? I wouldn't be able to really use it.
You can stab him with a
Spider fang?
spider fang.
As a use
Go
an
ahead.
object?
Yeah.
Alright, stab him with it. Hopefully, it probably won't
So,
do
I mean,
damage,
it's
but
a-
let's see if it does anything.
It's an offhand attack. You can still do that.
Yeah.
I did not use the bonus action yet, so yeah, it would be an offhand
Yeah,
attack.
that's exactly what it is.
You're right! Okay, I'll try. Let's not use this dice. This one's been...
It'll be whatever. I would say it's a +4 to hit.
A +4 to hit? Okay, so that is a 21.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll a d4 piercing damage and 2d6 poison damage. Actually, 3d6 poison damage.
So 4 damage,
Yeah.
9 damage, 12 damage, 14 damage.
It's immune to poison damage, so that's
That's
exactly why I like it. I just.
Oh, I love
I'm
that.
just trying to figure out like how much poison damage do I want to make them not do?
Pretty
good.
much
2d6
that was
was funny.
What it was.
That was
2d6,
funny.
Actually, 3d6.
That was pretty
Like,
good.
why
That
not?
was funny. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, it's fun here.
You could have done 12 freaking d6 of damage.
I'm
and
glad.
I would've just
Honestly,
laughed.
I'm glad you're making him. I'm glad he's immune to poison damage because imagine that with sneak attack damage.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Ain't no way.
if you weren't immune to poison damage, I would have just. I definitely would have had a lower poison, but I was gonna have that be the case anyways.
That was funny
If
though.
you tried to use it, it would either do frost or poison damage, and just with the way you used it, I say.
Let's do poison. That's fair. All right. Well, that's the end of my turn then.
Oh, and
I'm here, buddy.
That spider fang breaks.
Yeah.
You can't. Use
I
it.
assumed so.
Cool. So my turn.
Correct.
Well, I mean, I'm screwed diddly.
You
most
got healing
senses.
potions, bud.
I'm gonna take a healing potion as a bonus action. What was it? 2d4 plus 2. There's a 3.
Oh.
There's a 1. This D4.
6. Change D4s, please.
6 points of healing.
Oh, that's no bueno.
Gets me up to a 15.
That might be the difference between life and death,
Mhm.
maybe.
Well, I guess I'll try and hit him with my staff again.
You got no spells?
I love this gladiator mage build you're doing right now, bro. This is
You
great.
need to
Listen,
be you're not even a war mage, because that's legit subclass.
It's because you said that we were gladiators, and so Gleph is just like, yeah, I guess that's probably right. I don't know who I am. He must know.
I
Oh my
love
gosh.
This is great.
So it's just like,
You got a mage trying to kill something with a quarterstaff.
but it's also like, again, all of my stuff is area of effect or ranged.
dude, just bite the bullet and just take all of yourselves out. Just fire them all right here. Let's all go.
Holy cow.
Right, or I could do magic missile, which just hits, but like, I'm more
No, it's your
likely to
call,
do.
man. Whatever Gleph in this situation would do.
So, that potion thing too, the magma potion, does that also apply to spells, or would that be melee attacks?
I would
Or-
say it's a weapon attack.
Yeah. So I also need to use that too. So
Yeah. Maybe I could give you, like, if you're doing frost with a frostbite, it would enhance the damage and make it from like a d6 to like a d8. But it's not going to do a ton of, like, it's not going to do an extra d6 of
Yeah.
damage or whatever.
fetch.
Was that a nat 1?
That's a nat 1.
Gleph is dead. He's dead. He's gone. It's over. It's over.
Right? So,
Oh, wait. I have advantage because he is flanking. Get wrecked. Get fetched. It's an 8. It's an 8 plus. What is it? 8 plus 4. I get a 12. A 12 doesn't hit.
12 hits.
12 hits.
Armor class is 12.
Skeletons are known to
It's a
have
skeleton,
not good
bro. It's
armors,
not a-
actually. Yeah, that checks.
Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't want to create a boss battle out of this, so I'm just doing the normal.
You mean this isn't the final boss battle?
No, this is the final battle, but I didn't want to go crazy on a boss battle.
I was terrified for a
Nah,
second
this
there,
is
my
the final
man.
battle, man.
I was like, oh, we're dead. We're gone. It's over. I'm stress eating Kit Kats. I've already had like the entire bag.
I'm so glad to know that you like Kit Kats.
I like
that's
Kit
good
Kats.
to know.
Fun fact.
For all you listening at home.
Moving
Oh my
away.
gosh.
We are
Okay.
not sponsored by Kit Kat.
I'm doing frost damage as my extra d6. Fetch. I rolled a 3 on both of them, so 6 plus 2 extra damage.
So
It is bludgeoning though.
what's the how much is the bludgeoning?
That would have been 3, right?
Bludgeoning is 3,
Okay, so that would turn it into 6.
so 6 plus 3 frost damage is 9, plus 2 for my strength is 11 total.
Is there a finesse hammer I can get?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I think all the finesses are piercing.
You would have
Anyway.
to talk to a DM about that.
Yeah,
And
I would-
in this case, no.
absolutely not.
Because it all has to be strength based.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, please continue.
All right, we are back to the Minotaur's turn. Does the number 20, dirty 20, hit your character?
Fetch and heck, yeah.
Alrighty.
And thank heavens that, like, you know, it syncs across itself, because now I'm on my tablet.
Nice.
9 damage.
Are you alive?
I have 6 hit points left.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. That'll be the creature's turn.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm flaking him so I get advantage, right?
No, I'm just gonna say no. Just kidding. Of course.
Okay. Nat 20?
Well, it was a nice game.
Yes.
This will be fun.
Yes!
Can I still roll to see how much damage I end up doing?
Oh yeah, you might not kill him. So if
That's
you roll
true.
poorly, you might not kill him.
Okay, so rapier.
How do you do nat 20s? Let's
Doing the
start
same
there.
way as he does, or just a normal roll twice as many
I'm
dice?
gonna say for this one, just go ahead and roll normally and just double the dice.
Double the dice. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So the Matt Mercer way.
Yeah. Mainly just because this is
6,
coming up at a point where you could probably
12.
one-shot him otherwise, so I want to give it a chance that he may not die from this.
So does that mean I roll like each dice twice, essentially? Which I
No.
think is the
So-
standard way, or is
yeah,
it roll the
yeah,
total and then
you
double?
roll,
it?
So you'll roll.
So-
You will roll. It's a D8, right?
Roll
Yes.
all of your dice once,
Yeah.
and then just double that
double
number.
that.
Got it. Okay, so the D8 was 6, 9, 12 plus 5, 17 times 2, 34.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Is that skeleton's head still tracking me?
You would imagine
sly
so.
look.
It's a little hard to see from this far away.
Hey,
But you
Skull,
would
check this
imagine-
out!
Or is it the pile that we were standing on top of?
No, it would
Dang,
have
it'd
been, like,
farther
over here.
back. It would have been at the entrance, and you guys are a little farther into the cavern.
I just go, hey, check this out. I'm gonna climb his back, so I'm on his head. Take the rapier. Is his main head like a bull head?
Yeah, it looks like
'Cause it's a
the
minotaur?
skull of like a
Yeah,
bull.
I'm gonna hit him right in the bullseye, cause yeah, that's a thing. Like to stab him through with the rapier, and then I'm gonna have all my keys also stab him in the face. The keys just go right through, and it does nothing.
Take 6 points of psychic damage for the pun.
For the pun. Yes, sir.
But yeah, you managed to stab him right on the bullseye. So
Stab him in the bullseye, and then all the keys swarm in on him.
you see all the keys swarm in on him, but like
They just go
literally
right
they
through.
Just pass through him, like nothing happens. Like
But it was cool.
they're just ethereal, and you're just like, okay, well, you know.
Either way, I stab him with a tornado of keys. It looks cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool.
I assume,
And
does he fall apart, and then I just have a sword, a skull on top of my sword?
Pretty much, only you're also in the air, so you kind of fall the 15 feet.
That's
And
fair.
then just land. But yeah, it looks pretty cool for a second while you're kind of just up in the air with the sword down, and it looks like it's just like in the skull, and that's like you're pulling it out of the skull or something like that.
Well, the keys are swirling around me.
Yeah, and
Let's
the
go.
keys are just being their ethereal selves, living their best life.
Living their best life because they're not meant to exist in that plane of existence.
Yep.
And great. Well, did he have anything on him that I can do?
No, he kind of once again like everything just starts disappearing once you guys kill him.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice, however, though, that you haven't left the cavern yet.
That's
Seems like the Ruby of the Sea still hasn't fully filled, although it is now closer. You do notice, like, since the last time you looked,
It's closer.
Closer and full of more liquid.
Okay, so yeah, this ruby seems to fill when we kill things.
Can I take the ruby from him real quick?
Yes.
And from my nose that I assume is still bleeding, drip a couple of drops of blood onto it.
Yeah, you can. And you do seem to notice, like, it takes a while, especially since there's just drops of blood. But after a while, you notice, oh, hey, that level has risen a little bit.
Well, then I shove it into the open wound in my side where it
My
gored
God!
me.
Go ahead.
My guy!
Go ahead and take, let's...
I take out my potion and it's just like, but how much did you do?
6 points.
That's
of
exactly
damage.
how much I have again!
So you pass out.
I
and
immediately run.
Fill the Ruby of the Sea with your blood.
I immediately run over and just stuff a potion down his throat.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no. You did not just sacrifice yourself for this stupid ruby.
Sorry, dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
19.
Yeah, no, you don't make it in time. You start to glow, and
Oh,
disappear
Do I drop the potion before I disappear?
along with the ruby,
Oh.
as his body just gets left there, laying on the ground. Because you just weren't quite quick enough, and you didn't notice in time. So all of a sudden, you guys, oh shoot, I'm like leaving. Like you tried it, but you're too late. So you come back.
Can he make saving throws to see if he's still technically alive?
Sure, I'm down for that.
Because if he's still technically alive, maybe he'd come with me.
That's an 8, so that's a fail.
Stay alive, Gluff!
Oh, it's a 17. That's a success. It's a 19. That's a success. That's a 13. That's a success.
He's alive! He's unconscious, but he's alive!
I am at 1 HP. I am unconscious.
So
Wait, you're conscious?
You come.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay. I was just like, huh?
There is a flash of light, and by the time you come back, you realize you're still alone. But you're back in front of all of that crowd, all of those people, with the Grandmaster of the games kind of congratulating you and saying, "And here we have our only survivor of this deadly challenge."
I'm like, no way!
The cameras cut off before they could show
Cameras?
you actually living, and you're now just like stuck in this like giant white room that's just got blinding lights, and people are coming out going, "Okay, we need you to leave. Like, great show, but now can you please get out? Like, shoo. Like, we've got to reset."
Did I just become an NPC?
No!
So I
And-
just-
The worst fate!
So after you get your congratulations, they're like, "Okay,
like,
cool. We
wait,
don't need
what?
you anymore."
But wait, my friend,
And
he's definitely
goodbye.
still alive. No, he's
Literally,
alive!
he snaps his fingers. You disappear. You disappear as well. And both of you go back to your regularly scheduled adventuring parties.
Did we just wake up like in the middle of the night? We're like, huh?
Pretty much. Like, to you guys, that was just a dream. And you'll never know if that was actually real or not.
What about his keys?
Keys are gone.
They're gone. That was part of the game. I'm not in the game
Gone.
anymore. You see Prince Neater and a single tear rolls down his cheek and goes, Clef, no.
Am I still hurt, or do I just, or
No, both of you
I'm
are back to the
full
the-
HP?
back to however you went to sleep.
So it's as if nothing happened.
Yeah, as if nothing happened.
But you see tears go down his cheek. He's like, Clef, no. No, Clef.
I've
And you
changed
might
for the
just
man.
not. You might both have just become insomniacs or whatever it's called, because you just never want to sleep again, so you never have to go through another ordeal like that again. But other than that, yeah, you're fine.
You see Prince Neander stand up, go to a journal, and make a sketch of the host of that game. He goes, I will find you. And that is his new character arc.
Oh my
man, I
gosh.
could make a campaign out of that. It would be so fun. Ooh. You could go places with stuff like that.
Holy cow.
Go fight a god who can just do whatever he wants, type of a deal.
It's like, I will find you for destroying Glef, the gladiator!
Right, but yeah, congratulations, guys. See,
Oh
I
my
told you it
gosh.
wouldn't be as bad. You guys thought it was gonna be